because I don't want to hear anything else. I don't want to make any more, mistakes. So I got like a very big bundle, right? So I'm going to continue making this wig, and I'll also make another wig. For those of you that were not available when I started making this wig, I'll also suggest that you stay tuned because I'm going to be making another wig as well. I'm going to be making another wig as well, and I'm going to be making it from scratch. Meaning that I'm going to apply the closure, I'm going to draw the guideline, I'm going to also I'm going to draw the guideline, I'm going to also style the wig on this stream, and I'm also going to wear it once I am done, okay, so that you see what it looks like on me. So if you have any question for the meantime about wig styling, wig making, your hair, well, if you have any question about the right product that you need to use for your hair, I'll be here to reply you. If this is your first time coming across my videos, I make hair tutorials. I teach you how to style hairs, how to make hairs, the products that you actually need for your wigs or your hair. Okay, and I let you know when and how to make use of those products. Why is it that anytime I want to start saying that you start crying? So yeah, that's by the way. So if this is your first time, do not forget to hit the like button and let's get right into it. So yeah, we're basically making a wig from scratch. I don't know, she's always disturbing me each time I want to start walking. That's when she knows that she's going to start crying. And it's really annoying, you have no idea. So by the way, now at this point, now we're going to turn it to this part, and this is one mistake that a lot of you wig makers make. When you're wigging a hair, make sure to pay attention to every details. You don't have to jump all the way to this part. Now if you jump all the way to this part, what that does is that it's going to make your wig look unfinished. It's going to make your wig look unfinished, right? So you're going to be very, very careful when you're at this part. Now this is how you're going to turn it all the way to the other guideline. Now you're stitching on top of your guideline, not under, not below, and not beside it. So now you're going to move this all the way up like this, and you're going to stitch from under, right? Just like this. I'm not sure if you guys can see what I'm doing, but I'm going to show you as soon as I'm done. So you're stitching from here and you double knot, okay, and then you're going to pull it all the way, okay, you're going to pull it all the way, and then you pin it. Now you're going to move it again up until you've gotten to where this guideline is. By the way, before, make sure to always stitch on your guideline. I cannot overemphasize. Now you're going to go back up again, and you're going to go in like this, and you stitch. Right now, if you notice, I've just put the thread in between the guideline, okay, so you make it, you take it up and then you pull it, and then the next thing you want to do is to, do the double knotting. If you were on my stream yesterday, you realize that I told you guys the difference between the double knotting and the single knotting. So you double knot it, okay, and then you're going to pull it gently, just like this. You're going to pull it, and then you pull just like this, okay. Now you've already gotten to this second guideline. Now you want to turn your wig up here, okay, just like this. Make sure this, let me do that again, make sure this your thread is above, okay. Now you're going to turn it like this. I like to pin mine at the end, just like this. Now this is your guideline, do not forget, always stitch on your guideline. Now you're going to measure this all the way to the end like this, and you're going to pin it at this end so it doesn't fall off, okay. So you pin it. Now if you do not follow this step by step, every step matters at this point, and if you do not follow it, you're going to have a wig that you might not like, you're most likely not going to be able to use. So yeah, now that is being done, you see that our thread is already at the top here. So all you need to do now is to take it from here, and then you're going to now put it underneath here, just like that. You put it underneath here. Did you leave me alone? You're opening my clothes on stream. Now you're going to put it on the knot here, and mind you, always stitch on your guideline. Always stitch on your guideline, okay? Now you take it up, and then you're going to double knot. Do not forget, double knot like this, and then you're going to pull it, okay? You pull. Now look at how flat. Pay attention to how flat this is. If you didn't do this properly, you're going to have a wig that is going to be lifting up, and I'm sure you also do not want that, right? So now the next thing you want to do now is to go ahead and stitch on your guideline all the way downwards, okay? Now just like this, you take your needle and thread. Some people like to make use of the, machine, which of course is a very good idea, because I trust me, I know I like and I enjoy, teaching you guys how to stitch with your hands, right? But the machine is actually very, 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 very easy, okay? So you're going to do that. Always make sure to double knot. So when you double knot and you pull it downwards, you notice that it's not even flinching at all, right? So you're going to repeat the same process all the way until you complete your wig making process. Trust me, you don't want to miss any step of this process, okay? So just like that, you're going to pull. Now, by the way, I doubled this thread that I'm using. It's not one. So if you want to see how I made this wig from scratch, I'll advise that you stay tuned, because I'm going to be making another wig, and I'm also going to be styling this wig. By the time I'm done, I'm going to be styling it headless coils, okay? I'm going to be using my flexi rod, and while making the second wig, I'm going to show you how to take your measurements and how to draw your guideline and how many inches apart I actually measured in order for me to achieve this, right? In order for me to achieve this, I'll show you the how to draw your guideline for beginners, okay? Now, a lot of people, I've had a lot of my subscribers actually testify about the fact that after watching my tutorials, they always make sure to, you know, they always, try these things. Yesterday I actually gave an assignment, and I said I wanted you guys to go and try making a wig, right? So basically what you need for a wig is a mesh cap, right? For those of you that have, attempted making a wig before, I also want you guys to, hello, my name is Tyler, how are you doing? So for those of you that have attempted making a wig before, I would advise that I'm sure that if it's your first time, you're definitely going to experience some challenges, right? So I advise that you leave those challenges on see, so my baby's hair. So I advise that you leave those challenges on here, and then we'll find a way to fix them, okay? So by the way, if this is your first time, do not forget to hit the like button. Please, 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 it's going to help me get to more viewers. And also do not forget to subscribe to this channel. I teach you everything that has to do with wig making, wig styling, every product that you need, especially the basic ones that you need to have around your house. Yeah. So yeah, basically now this is how far we've come. So you notice when you pull it downwards, you realize that it's still as firm as possible. It's not moving, okay? And trust me, you can't do this with a machine rigged wig, because it's going to pull down. Now remember, I said double knotting, and I said double knotting for a reason, because with double knotting, your wig will stand the test of time. Whether sun, whether rain, whether come rain, come sun, it's going to stand the test of time. It's going to be as firm as, as possible. And you don't have to always have to re-wig your hair. You don't have to always go to your hairstylist every time you want to do just little correction. Why don't you just learn how to make these things yourself at home? Do you get? We're in the era where a lot of people know how to do their makeup at home. A lot of people know how to make their hair at home. A lot of people knows how to do different things at home by themselves. Now your hair should actually be like part of those basic things that you can do without the help of a hairstylist. And if after watching my tutorials you still do not know how to do certain things, I will also suggest that you send me an email, and I will take you throughout all the processes, okay? So it's not as if I don't gatekeep. I make sure to give you all the tips that you need, all the hair tips or the hair care tips that you need to get your hair, laid and flick and all that, okay? So forget this young lady here, she's my apprentice. So you're going to keep stitching, and always make sure to double knot. Now you pull, you double knot, and then you pull it, okay? Always make sure to double knot it. That double knot is what is going to save you from a lot of disappointment when you wear your wig. It's going to save you from your wig ripping off and all that. Do you get? And always make sure to stitch on your guideline. Okay, always make sure to stitch on your guideline. I think I've lines. I'm going to come back to it. Now this is what I'm talking about. I've jumped one of my guidelines. I'm still going to come back to it, or rather I'm just going to use it and then, you know. Anyways, let's continue. I'm supposed to take out this, so I'm going to get my razor blade. Let me just get my razor blade and then I'll take out that part. Now this is the reason why I said you need to pay close attention. Okay, this is the reason why I said you need to pay close attention when you're making the wig. Now because I got a bit distracted, I made a mistake. Now trust me to not deliver an unfinished. Oh my goodness, I've torn the cap. Now you have to be very careful when you're taking out the weft, okay? Or else you're going to rip off the cap. This mesh cap is not always as strong as we think it is. Now this is the part where I started off, I made a mistake, so I'm going to fix that right away. So now what you want to do now, make sure you're always tying this. This is over, like I cannot overemphasize, because if you don't tie this part of your thread, you're going to have to wig that hair again, trust me. Now this is the part where I made a mistake, yeah. So I'm just going to come back here. Let me show you guys the mistake I made. Now I drew a guideline. This is a guideline, this is another guideline. Now instead of me to just go on and then stitch on this guideline here, I moved it up and I started stitching here, which is not advisable, right? So now we're going to continue stitching from this guideline. Okay, hence the reason why you need to draw your guideline, because if you don't draw your guideline, you're going to be moving blindly. You're going to be moving blindly, and I'm sure that a lot of you do not want that. Yeah, so now I already placed it on the guideline on top like this, so I'm just going to go in with my thread, right? And then I will stitch. Now this is what I'll do. Okay, I come here. Now if it's your first time, inserting a thread that was cut off, that wasn't here, you just go in once, right? You're not going to knot at this point. Now the next thing you want to do is go in again, and then now you're going to double knot. Okay, and then you pull it. There you have it. Now since it's a new thread, you have to go in again for the second time. You go in like this. Okay, I'm sure that you guys can see what I'm doing. If you cannot see, let me know in the comment. Now just like this, and then you double knot and then you pull it. Okay, you pull it. Now you're going to repeat this process, okay, all the way down until you're done making this wig. I'm going to be making another wig for those of you that are just joining and you do not know the level we are at. I'm going to be making a wig from scratch again after this one, and I'm going to take your hands, hold your hands literally step by step on how to map out your wig lines, how to map out the lines, and also um how to place your closure. It depends if you're working with a 5x5, because I'm going to be working with a 5x5 closure. It was actually a Lagos hairline closure, and I had to like convert it into like a proper 5x5 closure. Of course, that's what we do, we hairstylists do. So a client of mine got a wig, and it was a Lagos hairline wig, and then the wig wasn't placed properly right at the front, so we had to like reconstruct and work with what we have currently. So we had to like work with what I had, so basically, now if you're stitching, do not forget, I cannot overemphasize on how you do your double stitches. Make sure to always do like your double your double knotting. Cannot be overemphasized. If anybody tells you, oh, you can actually stitch your wigs like this, like you just pull it and that's it, the person doesn't know what they are doing. I was saying something yesterday. I came across a video yesterday where somebody was actually teaching how to straighten a wig. And when I saw that video, I saw a lot of errors, because when you're teaching someone how to straighten a wig, you should have tried this technique that you're coming here to teach people, right? You try it and then it works for you, and then you're coming to teach people. But when you try it, when you've not tried it, and this is literally like your first time trying it, the same time you're trying it is the same time you're actually teaching teaching other advisable. Anything I'm teaching you, whatever it is I'm coming here to tell you, whether wig making, wig styling, anything, generally anything, it's something that I have tried, I have tested it, and it works for me. Do you get? It works very well. That's what I'm coming to show you. Now, when I'm showing you, it looks very seamless, just like this. I'm going to wear this wig for you guys to see how it looks like. I'm also going to style another wig. I can't wait. Like, I really cannot wait to, you know, style, or rather wig another hair. I'm going to style this wig as a bouncy wig. Yeah, I'm going to style it as a bouncy wig. We're going to be using a flexi rod. I'm sure that a lot of you know what a flexi rod is. Yeah. Please guys, if this is the first time, please make sure to leave a like on the stream and then turn on your post notification. Thank you so much. So let's get right into it. So I'm making a wig from scratch. If this is the first time coming across my video, I'm a hairstylist, and this is what I am. This is not a new wig. This is an old wig. And we're basically trying to make it, turn it into a new wig, which I'm going to be showing you guys how. I know that a lot of you are curious. I am also curious to see like the finished look, to see how this wig is going to come out. Now we're almost done. We're at the almost at weft. Now this is a weft, and you notice this is my guideline. So we're almost at the weft. So before you know it, we're done. Okay, so let's just continue. You double knot and you pull. Now this is how far we've come, and then this is, I'm basically just trying to stitch it all the way, and let me show you what we have and what the finished look is. Okay, so basically this is it, right? So I'm just using the actual local method that we know. I am not using the machine to stitch, right? I'm just using my hands to stitch. So you're going to stitch double knots, and then you're going to pull. Make sure that whenever it is you're trying to pull your threads, you take out all the you take out all the, what's it called, all the strands. This is called the strands. All these tiny tiny baby hairs, you take them out of the way so that it doesn't come in the way of your hair, right? So we're going to do this double knots in, and then you pull. Always make sure to double knot. Always make sure to double knot, and then you're going to pull very hard, but not as hard as it's going to tear the wig cap. So always make sure to double knot. Okay, so basically just like that, you're going to continue. Now I'm going to be styling this wig, like I said earlier, with my flexi rod. And if you want us to do it together, please get your flexi rod and then get your wig ready, because we're almost there. Okay, please guys, if this is your first time, do well to like the stream. Thank you, and leave the comments. Guys, none of you is liking my streams. Either I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, right? So yeah, basically we're here, right? And then there's something that I want to show you guys that's very, very, very crucial: how to finally close your stitch. Now I'm at this part, and this is what I have still here. Now when you get to this part, you have to close it strategically so that it doesn't start lifting. Now when your wig lifts, it looks very tacky, and I'm sure that a lot of you do not want that. So I'm going to show you how to flatten this very, very well, especially when you're close to the closure area. You're not going to do the basic stitching, right? So pay close attention to this. Now this is what it looks. You're going to pull it down, right? Do not stitch on top. Like this, you have to make use of a single weft. Do not double the weft. Now what do I mean by double weft? This is double weft. This right here is double. Okay, so you have to go in with a single weft. Now let's continue. Now you're going to do this. You go in just like this from beneath, and then you're going to do this. Make sure you take the mesh cap, okay, and then you're going to put it up just like this. Now when you see your needle, you just pull. Okay, when you see your needle, you pull, and then you double. Make sure to double knot, and then you go in again just like this. Okay, take the mesh cap and try as much as possible. This part is very, very difficult, but you have to be careful. Go in with your needle, take the mesh cap. I'm going to use my left hand for this because I see that using what I'm doing. Hi Anthony, how are you doing, Anthony? Anthony said you are at it again, my friend. Good afternoon, Empress Wagwan. I'm fine. How are you doing? So you're in like this. And Anthony, I'm basically making a wig. I was making it yesterday, but I couldn't finish. So I didn't finish and then I'll start making another one. So you pull just like this. And no, you make sure you take out all the weft on the way at this point. Now you're gonna pull it down, right? Just like that. You're gonna go in again like this. Then you take it up. Okay, and then double, and then you pull. Okay, and then pay close attention to this part, please. This is the part that makes your wig look really, really tacky. So now you pull it down. Like I said, on no account should you stitch on top of this white line here when you're not going in with a single weft. Now you come down and go to stitch. Do you get? You come down and you're going to pull just like this, and then you're going to double weft. This, my thread is almost finished, just like this, and you double and you pull gently. Okay, you pull gently. Now at this point you still have like a little left, and we're going to cut that off. So we're going to cut that off. Okay, 1 second. Tick 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 tick. So now you're going to cut this off just like this. Okay, be very careful so you don't cut the thread as well. So this is what we have right now. Cut it off, and then the next thing you want to do is, you know, continue stitching, right? You're going to now stitch the last one just like this. You put it under, and then you do like this, and then you're good to go, right? So next, double the stitches and then take out any hairs down the way, and then you pull. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is to cut out your thread. Like I said yesterday, when cutting out your thread, cut from afar. Okay, so it's easy to tie it when you want to tie it. Okay. Sorry. So now you're going to tie it. You split it into two, and then you tie it like this. Okay. You tie it like this. Just like that. And then you're going to use your scissors to cut. Just like this. Now this part is very, very flat. So the next thing you want to do now is to this right here that I use. It's not part of the thread that I'm using to weave, so I have to cut it off. Now this is what you should have, right? Now I know that you might be wondering, how do we now cover this part? Relax, we're going to cover it. Okay, you're basically going to use another weft, double weft of course, and then cover this part. So let me get that. Okay, I think I kept it somewhere. Yes, so this is what I think this is what was left after. Yeah, let me see. This is what's left after the whole thing. And I still have like some, right? This is what was left. So let me check if I have some left. Anyways, I didn't see any, but right here, this is what I have. I'll be using this one later on after I'm done with this. So I'll start making the other wig, right? So now let's get right into it. This is what was left. I'm just going to take out from this, and I'm going to put it on top of here. Okay, just like this. But I'm going to try as much as possible to double the weft, because I think when it's really really light, I have one that I have to like. I still have one. I still have one that is not this one. I still have one. So anyways, let's just continue. So you're going to double the weft now, since we're not at the front, right? So this as weft, so we're going to double it like this, and then we're going to just place it on top here. Remember, we cut out the other thread, so we're basically starting afresh with a new thread. Now this is how you start afresh with a new thread, right? Now this is a new thread. What you do now is you go in just like this. Now this is the writing we're working on, this one, not the one in front, this one. So we're going to go in with a fresh thread just like that, and you're going to pull. Remember, I said when you're pulling, do not knot the hair. Do not knot the hair yet. So you're just going to go in right, again for the second time. So now this is the hair that we doubled, the weft rather, that we doubled. Okay, so now to put this under, right? This is how you put your thread. We're going to put it under, just like this. Okay, underneath the mesh cap like this. I don't know if you guys can see. Put it underneath the mesh cap like this, and you pull it. Okay, you pull it first. Remember, I said when you're attaching a new weft and when you're actually going in with a new thread, you do not have to. You're going in second time just like this, you can actually double the weft. Okay, you can actually double the weft. So I'm trying to catch the mesh cap, because at this point it's really really tight right now, because already at the top. Okay, so you pull, and then now you can now double. Okay, and then you pull gently. Remember, this thread is very very long, so you have to be careful so you don't pick up another hair, right? So now you're going like this and add this underneath, just like this, underneath like this. And then you're going to, remember, you're stitching on top the line. Do not stitch on the side, do not stitch beside it, but on top of the line. That's the reason why you drew like your guideline. Yeah, so just like this area is very very tight, because already at the top of the wig. Okay, so you pull, and then you double, and then you pull like that, and then you pull. Okay, so you have to repeat this process until you finally stitched your hair. Okay, now the next thing you want to do is make sure this is double, and this is actually shaky because this is like almost this is like the last one, and I don't think this is part of the ones that I took out of this hair. This is actually the first set. Okay, so you double weft and then you pull. Always make sure to double weft and then you pull. Okay, wig making process is not that difficult. It's just that sometimes when you don't get like the right teacher, or did I say the right teacher? Yeah, when you do not get the right tutor, you feel like these things are supposed to be very very um complex, but it's not. So just like that, you go in and then you pull and double knot, and then you pull it again, just like that. So you're going to continue this process until you finally completed your wig making process. Anyways, if this is your first time, do not worry. I'm going to start another week afresh, and you're going to see how that looks like. Okay, you're going to see how that looks like. So just like this, take your mesh cap and then you double knot, and then you're going to pull it just like that. Double knot and you're going to pull it. So basically it's not complex, if you agree with me. If you've encountered any challenge before that actually threw you off balance, or rather that discouraged you, I would actually suggest that you let me know in the comments, and then we're going to fix that together. And if you're a wig stylist and you have areas where you're actually experiencing challenges, just also leave a comment, and then we're going to fix that. Okay, over here we do not gatekeep. We make sure to show you everything. I mean, if I'm not teaching you, if I do not want to teach you how to make wigs, I am not going to come here and teach you what is not what you're supposed to learn. Okay, everything I teach you, I come on here to tell you, are things that I've tried and that for me. Okay, or I like how the finishing came out. So, and I thought, okay, why not show it to you guys, just like I'm doing now. I thought, why not show it to you guys? So yeah, but at the top, like I said, here's the reason why it feels a bit tight. So this part to the top, it feels very tight because it's as flat as possible. So it's very, very flat. And we know when something is flat, when the surface is flat, it's very difficult for you to raise it when, yeah. So it's very difficult for you to raise it. So that's the reason why. By the way, the good news is that we're already rounding up with this wig, and then we're going to start making another one, right? Just right after this. I'm not, then we're going to style it. By the way, I'm going to show you guys the after look first before I start making the next wig. Okay, so if this is your first time, please leave a like on the stream and turn on your post notification for when I come live next, because I know that a lot of you need my my tutor, but you guys, I don't know if you guys are shy to say it or what. So yeah, basically, so we're almost done with this wig making process. The next thing we want to do is to go in with one other weft, and then we're going to cover it up. Now, don't make the areas, okay? They are going to be covered up with a weft, just one weft. You don't need two, just like what we're doing now. Okay, so you need just one weft, and then you're good to go. So we're almost there, we're almost done, we're almost done. We're going to start making another one just like that. We're going to start making another one. Okay, so I'm done here, and this is what I have. This is what I have currently. Yeah, so I'm gonna start making another one shortly. So yeah, this is where this other weft is meant to stop. Remember, we're working on a 5 by 5 week, so you don't need to like stitch all down for other parts. Now I've taken that out. All I need to do now is properly stitch it so it doesn't come off, right? So it doesn't come off, and then I'll take out my thread, and then I'm going to apply the next one weft, and then we're done, and I'll reveal the after look. So you know that making wigs are not always complex. It's just sometimes we think, when you've not tried how to try something before, you tend to feel like it's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be very difficult. But I'm here to tell you that it's not as difficult as you think. It's very easy. Except you really do not want to learn. Now, with this time and age, with AI, and learning is very, very easy. Learning is very, very easy. It's just the implementation now that is the challenge. So if you can learn and if you can implement it, why not? You're good to go. So guys, this is how far we've come. This is the week. This is how far we've come. Now we're going to leave our left here, and then we're good to go. Now this is the left that I'll be working with. So I'll just have to add the hair all the way down to this point. It's going to get all the way down. Okay, so let's start from here, just like this. I've placed my weft. Next, remember, always remember to tie this part of the thread so it doesn't come off when you're stitching. Okay, so you tie it, and then the next thing you want to do is to go in. Let me see. So let's continue. Think, so you put in your threads under here. You're so tired. I don't know what to do with you right now. Allow me do this thing. Allow me, please. Allow me. Anytime I want to just start streaming, like that's when your body will stand up. I'm just tired. I will not lie to you. I'm so frustrated right now. Just how many minutes I started streaming. See what you and your father don't do. Him, they when they call me. You are here stressing me. Can you just leave me alone, please? I can't overemphasize how tired and frustrated I am right now. What's the issue? What is it? I just hope that as you are here, you just stay quiet. Quiet. I'm so frustrated. I can't just. Oh God, I really need my space. I really need my space. I need my space. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Anyways, I'm still in the wig making process. I'm almost done, so I'll start another one afresh. I'm just trying to round up, so I'll start another one afresh. So that one is going to be more detailed. I'm so sorry, guys, that I can't carry you guys along right now. See my position. This one wants me to carry her. The father is already calling me on the phone. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. At my peak, you're calling me. At my peak, you're calling me. Why? Why is that? At my peak, oh, you're calling me. Why is that? Now you already know that by this time I will be streaming.
Hello.
Baby, why are you doing like this now?
What's happening?
Eh?
What happened?
Don't worry.
I cut your network.
I swear. And I was at my peak, like I was at my peak.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's why I had to end it. I have to come and text you and see what's up, because I know you always know that I stream by this time.
Yeah, when I saw it, but see, I didn't even see your text. It's now I'm seeing it. When I see that you did not pick, I just left it. I said,
go meet your father. This one has been crying and jumping on my body since.
How are you? How are you? Do you want banana?
Okay.
There's banana.
Sorry, I didn't welcome you. I'm just
sorry. I know. Sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to cut you short.
No problem.
I wanted to tell you that I'm on my way home. You get? But as I saw that you did not, you did not even say thank you, and you just yanked the whole thing. She hungry?
I fed her. I tried to feed her. Food is even on top there. So before I start, I tried to feed her, but she refused to eat.
Do you know the network inside this house is crazy?
It's fast.
It's rich fast. It's crazy. Like I was outside making a very clear call. The minute I entered this gate, it just started.
I don't know if it's the way they build the house. I don't even know what the issue is.
If somebody is using a dampener around there, let them let us know.
So they'll be taking everybody's network.
No, it's messing with everybody's network.
Yeah. Because it's very annoying. So anyways, guys, now I'm going to be more focused. I promised. I'm going to be more focused. I promise. Yeah.
Oh. What's that smell?
Where? It's been inside me though.
No,
What smell?
you burnt incense.
No, I didn't though.
What's this on top of it?
Is it not the one you burnt? Since the last
There's
time.
another smell here. I'm smelling something.
Are you sure? Is it Tom Brown that I made?
No, it's not food.
I don't know.
It smells really nice.
I didn't burn anything. It's my perfume that I sprayed now.
Oh, okay.
When I showered, I sprayed perfume. Yeah. So I'm actually trying to round up with this week. So we start another one. And then I'm going to wait for you guys to see. The fact that nobody's commenting simply means that people are understanding what I'm doing. Right? Right? Anyways, I think my camera is too high. Let me bring it down. Yeah, this is better. So I'm going to make another wig from scratch. Okay. Just like that. We're rounding up with this. Rounding up. I don't know why picking, when you get to this part, it becomes really difficult to pick the mesh cap because it becomes really, really tight. And you have to be very careful so you don't stitch your canvas head. Also, you're hungry, yeah?
Yes,
I made beans.
Okay.
Maybe you have it with Gary. You had custard this morning now.
You want plantain?
She finished that one.
Definitely a banana girl.
Yeah, she likes banana a lot. Yeah, eat. See now I can breathe. Eat it. I have like those hairs that Gigi was playing with yesterday. I'm looking for them. I don't know where I kept it.
The ones that you gathered?
Yeah. I don't know where I kept it. I cleared this place today now. This carton. Okay, I've seen the one. See where I kept it.
You did the work of this girl.
I cleared it. I don't want to. I don't
Every time
like how
I ask myself if you really need help, but anytime you go 1 week without it, it's almost like you want to die.
No, it's that washing that is stressing me now. It's the washing now that is stressing me. This is the wig that I was supposed to use. Now go and start. You want to see a movie? Hey! So it's there they go for you.
Yeah, yes.
What poured inside your bag?
I don't know. I think it's my hand as I held
Water,
it just now.
Okay. Sorry. So we're at the final stage, which is very, very important, right? Matter of fact, every step of making a wig is very, very important. Now,
you can tell how big a laptop is from the charger. 130 watts.
So it's big enough.
What do you mean big enough? It's taking more power than the fan.
This. Oh Jesus! So we're going to place this now on top. Okay, remember I said when you're making your wig, do not place any hair on top of the wig from here. So you have to come from here, a fresh one, so all the way down to this point, and you're done making your wig. So after stitching this, we're going to look for space to add this because we don't waste any weft around here. So what do we want to do now? You take out the thread that we're working with, of course. Now I'm sure that, okay, I haven't tied this one, so I need to cut this out first and then I'm going to tie it. So remember how we normally cut out? It cuts very far, and then the next thing you want to do is to tie it, right? Just like this. You tie it like this. No, we just took a walk. We went to that woman's shop. She's not around. So you tie. Remember I said we usually tie twice, but then I like to tie mine 3 times to be on a safer side, because when you cut it out, you do not know how deep you cut it. So yeah, now you're going to continue. I'm trying to take out this thread because it's making the hair look tacky. You're giving her another one.
No, I'm not giving her another one. Of course, her blood sugar to spike.
Just like how many days in a baby?
No, you can't have 3 in a row. If it spikes, then it will not crash. Then she will not be extremely hungry. You know they use banana to treat
what?
This thing, food, lack of appetite,吧? Yeah, take. So you've eaten 2 bananas now.
2 or 3?
It's half I've been giving her.
But it's whole one that she ate the first time.
This other 2 is half.
Okay. So now we're going in with the last weft, right?
Banana is better than I expected.
Yes. Go ahead to banana, avoid the.
No, anytime she's low-key telling you, Mama. She's trying to apologize. She's trying to tell you that she loves you.
Yeah. All the anger that has made me too angry. How do you want to go and bring it now?
You know the forgive person.
She was just crying up and down. So I'm taking out the pins, in case you're wondering what I'm doing. The pins that were used to pin the closure area. So if you've not actually if you were not following up, you wouldn't understand. But that's not a problem. We're going to start making another one shortly, so you'd get every details of this. So I'm just basically trying to round up this week, so we start that one just now. So I'm also going to show you guys the after look of this one that we're wigging currently, and then I'm going to style it here, but I'm not sure if I want to wig and style. So I'll most likely start wigging that one, and then maybe we'll do that halfway, and then we're going to now style this in between. Okay, remember to always tie this area of your thread, and I'm sure you know why that is. Now you're going to go in, right, just like this. Like I said, you place it on top of this white line. Now some of your closures might not have this line. What you have to do and use as your guideline is just the hairs around here. So you place it around these hairs here. So just like this, you place it, and then you're gonna go in with your thread, right, just like this. Go in with the thread here first, and then you go in here. So just on top like this. Okay, remember you're not tying it now, you're just going to pull, and then the second time you're going to now tie it. Okay, you're going to now tie it the second time. You pull, and then you double knot just like this, and then you're going to pull it. Okay, now you're at the closure area. You need to be very, very careful so you don't rip off the closure. Okay, so whenever you're pulling, make sure to guide it with your hands, right? Make sure to always guide it with your hands so you don't rip off the closure. So just like that, take it in, and then you pull,
It
and
out.
then just double knot, and then you're going to tie it. So you're going to repeat this process until you're done, all the way to the end. So you go in like this. Okay, if you notice, you see how careful I'm trying to be so I don't rip off the closure, and you double knot. Do not forget to double knot, whether you're on the closure area, anywhere at all. Always make sure to tie your knot twice, because I don't keep using that double knot. Tie your knot, your hair twice. But that's like the best English to use to describe this. I don't know. So you go in, you double, and then you pull gently. Always pay attention to the closure area, because you don't want to rip off your closure. It cannot be overemphasized, guys. You don't want to rip off your closure, okay? Because I know how stressful it is to ventilate a closure when you're being paid, and when imagine when you're now doing it for free. It's frustrating, and knowing that you made that mistake and you have to correct it. Okay, so you go in, you pull. Now look at how this area is looking, right? You notice that the white edge has been covered, so you're going to make sure to cover all the white areas all the way down, and then your wig is ready. So after this, the next thing we want to do is we're going to take out this wig from the canvas head, and we're going to try it on. But first, before trying it on, we're going to cut out the wig cap. Remember, this closure is actually on top of the wig cap, so we're going to cut out the closure, the wig cap from here, right? Hence the reason why you notice that whenever it is you're taking down your wig, your weft, you realize that the front area of the wig cap is no longer there. That is because it was taken out, so that you get this natural look in front. Okay, so yeah, that being said, we're going to continue. Stitch on top the white area. Remember, you do not draw your guideline on top your closure area, so you're going to just use the white parts of it as the guideline, and then you're going to stitch all the way down.
Finish the one in your hand.
You're going to stitch all the way down.
Finish this one.
Mind you, we're still at the closure area, and you have to be very, very careful at this point. So when you're pulling out your thread, always make sure to hold it down, right? Always make sure to hold it down. So when you've already done your double knot, you pull. Now you're going to take your hands, you're going to put it in this area. Hold it down so you don't pull out the closure. It's easy. This is part of the mistakes that most wig stylists make. And after you're done making your wig, you try to cut out the cap from the closure. You realize that some parts of the closure are torn, and that is because you pulled it too hard. Okay, you pulled it too hard, so you have to be very careful when you're at the closure area. You do not want to buy a new closure, do you? So yeah, basically this is how far we've come. Now the next thing is we'll just, after taking out this from here, we'll just comb out, and then is that you want to style it, side parts, middle parts, but however it is you want to style your wig, you're good to go. So with this viewpoint of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that wig making is actually very, very easy. You just have to put your mind to it. It's very, very easy. So if Mouser is saying it's not easy.
Yeah.
Baby, this girl, did she give you the wig today?
No, she didn't come to office today now.
Oh, she doesn't work on.
I'm not going to see her until Friday.
Yeah, that's true. So I think I've exhausted my thread. Just have to take a new one.
Yeah?
Cut it out. And then I tie it. Don't touch my scissors because I know that's where what you're aiming for. So we're going to continue with another thread. I really do not want to make another thread for the next week, but from what it looks like, it seems we're going to have to make another thread for the next week. So just like this is what we have. Then this part is still this way. Remember, we're stitching on top like this, right? And then we've covered that part. Okay, so we're going to continue from the middle all the way down. So let me take out another thread. I'm actually glad I was able to make this thread before I started. So yeah, basically I want to bring this down just like this. So yeah, we're going to continue. We're almost at the end. We're almost rounding up. So I'm also excited. I can't wait to see the after look. Just like this, you double your knotting, double, and then you pull gently. Remember, we're still at the closure area, so you have to be as gentle as possible. You have to be as gentle as possible. Okay. Just like that's Rex and the you. Okay, it's not you. I think I need to stand at this point so that I can see this properly. So we're still stitching on the closure. Okay. We're still stitching on the closure. And mind you, when you're pulling, like I said earlier, when you're pulling, you have to be very, very careful when you're pulling. So you pull gently, okay? Make sure to pull gently, just like that. Go in and you pull gently, okay? So if you were not here when we started this, making this wig, that's not a problem. I'm going to show you a detailed tutorial again on how to make a proper wig. Okay, from start to finish. I don't get skip. Okay, I make sure to show you everything you need to know. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I'll respond to them. Okay, so always make sure to double your knots and then you pull. If anything, I'm sure I've repeated this more than a million times. Always make sure to double your knots because it cannot be overemphasized. If it's not very tight, you're going to experience the challenge of your wig having to fall off, to be going down by itself. And you also need like a band inside. So I'm going to show you the two types of band that I use inside my wigs mostly. So there's one that has like an adjustable. So there's an adjustable band and then there's one that is freestyle. So that freestyle one doesn't always work like that, but it's something that if you already know your head size, it's something that you can use if you already know your head size. But if you do not know your head size, because before making a wig, the first thing you want to know is your client or your own head size if you're making the wig for yourself. So you have to know your head size measurement. And then the next thing you want to know is, after your head size measurement, is if you're actually working with a band that is adjustable or a band that is not adjustable. So if it's your own, me, if I'm making wig for myself, I don't use the adjustable band because I already know my head size and I have this band, so I can always change it anytime I want. But if I'm making for a client, I have to know their head size, and even if I know their head size, I still have to make use of the adjustable band because I don't want to take any chance at all. Because sometimes you might think that you're accurate, but you're not. So we pull the double knot and then that's it. So we're going to start making the next week shortly. We're going to start making the next week shortly. So we're going to join, or rather stay tuned so you see how I started making this wig from scratch. So now this is another thing that you're most likely going to experience. You should carry that one, it's fine. This is another thing that you're most likely going to experience. Now this right here now, it's not moving, right? And I'm already at my closure area and I really do not want it to tear. So what do? Take this out of the way first, and then you take the two threads just like this and you tie them together. Okay, you tie it, double knot, remember, double, right? And then you're going to cut it out just like this. Now this is what you're cutting out, not the main thread. So you cut it out. Now that's easy, and you're going to continue stitching. Okay, you're going to continue stitching. That's why I said even if you're already professional, you can't actually do this wig making thing seamlessly without experiencing or encountering any challenge on the way. So if you have any challenge that you've encountered before and you want to learn or know how to fix it, this is your cue to leave that comment. Okay, So just like this, we're rounding up, double knots and you pull. So I think I was supposed to go in like this. Yeah. What's going on here? Okay, so just like this. And then you pull. I know that it's going to feel very difficult at this point, but it's all good. Now we're already approaching the end point, right? So just like this, we're going to go in. Remember, you're putting it in between the whites, right? And then you pull, and then you double the knot, and then you pull it gently, gently. You do not want to take chances at this point because the front part is actually where the beauty of the wig lies. So you go in, pay close attention to how I'm going to, round up with this. So you stitch gently like this, careful because this closure is very, very fragile. Now you double the knot and then you pull gently, and then you use your hand to secure it like this. Now you're done. Now you're going to tie it, but before you do that, you're going to cut this out, okay? And then you divide this thread into two equal parts, and then you do this. You tie it. I like to tie mine into three, but some people like to tie theirs two times. This is two, and this is three. Okay, now you want to go in with your scissors and you're going to cut this out. Now this is the part we've all been waiting for, the part where we have to like unveil the final look. So I need to get my hairbrush for that. So first of all, let's comb this out. Okay, remember we added like some wefts that were not properly straightened, right? Let's comb this out first. Comb, and then we're going to now loosen the closure and then open the hair. So successfully made a wig like this. If you've been following and you follow this tutorial to this point, you should be able to make a wig by yourself. Now remember, we still have this, so I have to cut it out carefully. So you're going to cut it from here, gently, gently. Okay, gently. Make sure there's no single one, because if anyone is left here, it's going to affect how the wig is going to look. So now we're going to open this, right? Mind you, I said I was going to show you how to properly, you know, cut out the wig cap that is on the wig. So now what we have. Now what we want to do now is we're going to take out these pins. Okay, we're going to take out these pins, and we're going to have our final look. I think there's one around here. So let's take out the pins. Yeah. So now, okay, I'm taking out the pins first because there are some pins. Remember, there are some pins that we used to secure the wig. So I'm going to be taking them out gently. Okay, let me take out the pins. If you don't take out the pins and we try to pull it out, it's going to rain away. Okay, so now the part that we've all been waiting for. So let's take out the wig. Let's take out the wig. Let's take it out. It has this that needs to be taken out. Yeah. So yeah, this is the wig. This is the wig. Okay, let me show you guys what the inside of the wig looks like. This is the side of the wig. We're going to take out this. So we're going to take it out, okay, just like this. And this is what we have currently. So for this is what you're going to do. In order for it to take out this, right, this cap, so you have just this left. You would have cut it out like this. So you're going to put your hands in between like this. Make sure it's transparent like this. And the next thing you want to do is to go in with your scissors, right? So you're going to do this carefully. You cut gently. So the reason why you're putting your hands inside is because you do not want to cut out your the closure is very very fragile, and if you remember when we were wigging, I told you to be very careful when you get to the closure area. So just like that, we're cutting it out. Okay, we're cutting it out. Okay, so you cut it out gently. Make sure not to cut out the lace. Okay,
It's low-key funny.
so you cut it, and then pay attention to these threads around this area. So just like that, gradually you successfully cut out the cap. Now this is what you have here. Okay, now this is the wig. So let me try it on and see what it looks like. So just like this. Ta-da! So this is the wig. Let me comb it out. It's so full right now because we're here to style it. So once we style it, it's going to look and feel different.
Are we styling it today?
No, we're not styling it today. So look at that. This is what we have my hair on.
But were you using your network doing your own, like, this thing? Network, phone network?
No, I wasn't.
So why did you cut your network? It's not supposed to cut.
So it cut though. The call cut it.
Your string or your
It
network?
cut my stream. I cut it. Like if you have a glitch, any slight glitch at all. I was already approaching 40 something viewers at a like peak
Oh, okay.
when your call came in. And like you should know that I'm streaming now. So look at how flat and laid that closure is. Now if we didn't pay attention to this, you're going to feel and look very very bad. Now I'm still going to trim this part a bit, okay, just like I trimmed here. Now this is what we have for our 5x5 closure. This is what we have. Now we're going to style this wig into like a bouncy wig, and then we're going to continue making the other wig. But first, you guys let me know what you do first. Should we style the wig first, or should we style the wig first, or should we make like should we style the wig? So now we're about to start making the other wig. So if you want to see what this hair looks like, stay tuned. I'm going to most likely style this wig on the string. So first thing first, what we need to do is we get our wig cap, which is a mesh cap of course, and then we're going to place our closure. Now I'm cutting another wig. This is the one that I just finished making, so we'll just have to keep it aside. So let me start making the next one. For this next wig, we need our mesh cap. Now if you want to follow through, you need to get your tape. You need to get your measuring tape, right? You need to get your chalk, and your chalk is basically for the guidelines, and you need to get your mesh cap. So these three items, and then your needle and your thread, just like this. Your needle and thread, just like this. So these are the items that you need. So let me get mine ready while you get yours.
What are they getting ready? They are never finished.
Well, I'm not finished. I have one more week that I need to make. you have oats there, then you bought banana. So yeah, this is my mesh cap. This is a new one. As you can see, I'm just opening it. This is the type that I use. I really don't know the do it yourself, DIY, big. Yes, I think this is the brand. So you take it out. It's going to look like this. Okay. Now this is for those of you that do not know how to make a wig. This is basically beginner friendly. So now you're going to the middle of this cap and you're going to fold it into two equal parts, right? Into two equal parts, and you're going to place it on your mannequin head, on your canvas head rather, just this. Look for the middle. Now there are three lines. If you notice, there are three lines. This is 1, 2, 3. Now this is the middle. At the middle, and then you put it on, just like that. You put it on. Okay. Make sure to pay close attention to every detail. It matters when making this wig. Now the next thing you want to do is that you're going to most likely work with these pins a lot. This office pins. Now I'm going to put it at the middle, right? You put it at the middle to keep the cap in place basically. So you pin it like this, and then you're going to pull the wig back just like this. Now see how this back is looking. That's not what we want. So you're going to pull it back, and you're going to pin it down. Pull it very well down to the middle, and then you're going to pin it like this. Now I know this area is looking weird, not to worry. Now you're gonna pull this part. I think there's a pin inside here. So you're gonna pull this part down, okay? Pull it very well, okay? Don't be scared. Pull it very well, and then you're gonna pin it like this. Now you pull this other part and you pin. Okay, am I too fast? Should I slow down? So now you're going to repeat the same thing that you did here. So pull, okay, pull this part like this, and you pin it. Okay, you pull and you pin. Make sure to pull it very well. Pull and you pin. This pin is just weird. Now I'm going to pin here. You're going to have to pull and then you pin it. Okay. Now I know this is still looking. We're going to pull until everywhere is very, very flat. Alright? So now let's do this. Pull it very well and then pin it like this. I'm also going to pull this part. This is weird, but you have to keep pulling it until you've successfully pinned the whole part of this wig. Now you're going to do this until the entire hair is very, very flat, right? You pull just like this and you pin. Oh, I think it keeps coming back because the pin is not very, very strong. So make sure the entire area is very flat, or else you're going to experience, difficulties. And now that you've successfully pulled this, now all you need to do now is to place your closure. Your closure is the next thing you need to do. I think this keeps coming back, so you need to pin it properly so it doesn't keep coming down. Pin it very well. Okay, now it's all flat, right? So the next thing you want to do now is to place your closure, right? This is what you should have if you follow this tutorial by step. So the next thing you want to do now is to put your closure on the cap. But pay attention to how this area is looking. It's not meant to be looking this way. So we'll have to adjust it again. So like I was saying, it's too close. So you have to move it back a bit. That's the reason why this area keeps going up. Yes, baby, what do you want? Anyways, I'm going to continue this thing tomorrow. But better still, let me start styling the other hair. So let me take this out. So I'm going to make the wig tomorrow. So let me just style this. Styling is way easier. Let me get my other canvas head and just start. This banana, I really don't want to finish it because why did you say this banana is going to be like this? In the brain to do that thing.
The form, huh? The primary forget.
Because I just remember that I'm going to wait to that tomorrow. That's today.
Money was the time.
I did move. Let me spell this. What is it? I'm supposed to put like a band. Yes, I remember. We bought some band for the purpose of this week. Don't touch the thing. Now these are the adjustable bands that I was talking about. I'm going to put it inside here. Okay, I'm going to make use of the yeah, leave. Gigi, move. Actually, leave it. This one I'm going to pick everything one after the other. Chini, leave there. Leave it. Yeah. I had to go and remove this new tape because I couldn't find my other tape. So in order for you to put your elastic band, this is another part of this wig making process. In order for you to put your elastic band, you have to have measurement, right? Okay, just here. So you have to take the measurements. Now some people like to take 4, some people like to take more than 4, but I like to make sure that the cap is equal first. Fold it into 2. It's equal. And then you measure. Here's my going to measure. This is 10. So since it's 10, I'm going to measure 5. So I folded it into 2 and give me 10. So I'm going to measure 5 from each end. Is it 5? Yes. 5. Here's my chalk. So I measured 5 and yeah, arrived at. So where's my band? Okay, this is it. 7:30, yeah. So this is the elastic band I'm going to use. Let me measure that as well. This entire band is 11, and that's what we want. So I'm supposed to take 8. So I'm going to fold it like this, just half. I fold it. Then let me see what it's going to give me. It's going to give me, right? So I'm also going to fold the other end. So you fold each end. This is the end. You fold this end before you stitch in. Okay, so you've already taken your measurement, of course. So now you want to start stitching it in. So just like this, you're gonna place it like this. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm doing. So you're going to basically place it like this. Let me see. Okay, it's correct. And then you're going to stitch it double. You saw you're scattering everywhere. I don't understand for you. So I'm basically stitching down the headband before we now proceed to styling, right? So we just finished making this wig, and the next thing we're doing is styling. I'm going to style it hitless because remember that's what I said on my stream yesterday, that I was going to style it as a hitless wig. So first let's put in our band, because we don't want to put this band by the time we're already done styling the hair. It's going to make it not look professional, because whether or not you like it, there are going to be strands that will be coming in the way of your stitching. So you have to put your elastic band first before you style, so you get a very, very good and clean finishing. I'm going to show you what I mean, because now right now as I'm stitching, they keep coming in the way. and I'm struggling. Not stop off when I'm done styling. Where's my scissors? Gigi, give me my scissors. Let me not look for these scissors again. I will spank you. So yeah. So after you've put your elastic band, all you want to do now is to basically go ahead and style. Every step of this wig making process is very, very important. Very, very important. From mapping out your guideline to styling to putting your band. You want to go inside? Food. I gave her beans. Now beans is there on the table.
There's beans.
Yes.
She didn't finish it.
She didn't finish it. So I successfully stitched this wig here, this band, this elastic band, and I'm going to stitch in the other one on the other end. So first you have to fold it in half. So you use half inch because some people have like very big head. Now when you're measuring, you have to measure from the middle. Okay, the middle part. I think I measured. Let me see. Okay, this is the middle part. So I have to measure from the middle part all the way. Okay, so yeah, where's my needle? Always make of your needle like this before you start sewing. It's on top the sink there. So now you want to bend this like this.
Drop the brush. Come and take. See beans.
Let me push this forward. It starts that network a big. I don't know why it keeps.
Drop all these things they are picking off the ground. Give me these scissors. Give me. Give me. Baby. Just keep these things. Yeah. Come and eat. Did you? So that she can easily just suck it. You know she cannot chew. You know this your shoe is fine, but I don't like it.
Horrible tonight.
Internet of some video.
But then himself, she is when he's almost do that. He used to.
Yeah. I don't know how it operates.
That's how they used to do it very, very fast. To not be going
Do you
fast.
know that this is one of the places where this internet is slowest? Like internet as a whole in this house, this area, is really bad. Oh, sorry.
Because that's how people are.
There are a lot of see if we have a mast that's close in this estate, more to have helped. A great
What
thing.
type? What type of mask is that?
The big one now, like a full mast. There's no day you will eat and you will not mess me up.
Because you people, Gigi, kai oh chileke.
Your mother will not give you freedom and tie you up. Me, I give you freedom, but you mess me up in the process.
Gigi, they don't used to feed her with freedom. As in they there too. They don't used to feed her with freedom.
Leave it now.
So anyways, we're going to start styling this week, and I have my flexi rod here that I'll be using, and then I have water.
The name of all this thing.
I have water, and I have my hot comb for my closure area, I have my hair mousse. So I'm basically going to be using just water and hair mousse for this process. But I need my hot comb for the closure area. Although the closure has already been styled, but I still need to use my hot comb. Now I'm also going to be using my hold spray. This is the hold extra settle spray. She carried the scissors before. Gio. They do things so. Da, da, da. Thought I brought, okay, it's here, my hairbrush. When it starts asking where it is. So we brush out. We just finished making this week, so next thing is to style it. So I need to get my tail comb. Right, I think I had one around here, but I'm not sure. So let me just.
Do you want banana?
Wear this like this. Let's take out this. Okay. So I'll just wear this.
Don't put
like
it in your mouth now.
And then you have to make sure that you've pinned it down. Okay, you pin it down using these tiny pins on the of this mannequin. So you take the pin, make sure the closure area is very flat. If not, you're going to encounter challenge when you're done styling, and that's like the worst challenge you should have, because you're already done styling. So why is it that you're now going to start having that kind of challenge? If you have that kind of challenge, you're most likely going to start over again, and I'm sure you do not want that. So now you're going to pin this. Okay, pin it properly. Okay, pin it. Okay, as many pins as possible, just like that. You pin. It doesn't matter how many pins, just use as much pin as you can, and be very careful when inserting your pin so you don't puncture too much holes on the area. Okay, so like this, I'm going to use more pins on the closure area. Yes, so there we have it. Now the first thing you want to do is to actually, because we're styling this hair as a C part, so you have to, like, get your C part already. I this out got my C parts just like this, but I still need to make sure that it's as clear as possible. So I need to get my tail comb and make sure to maybe not carry fan, and make sure to define it properly. So this is the C part. I like to start from the front, but the fact that I'm already standing behind, I'm already at a disadvantage. So just like this. Just like that, we styled it. So yeah, it was already styled. Like I said earlier, this was meant to have gone since, but because the wig wasn't her perfect size, she had to send it back. So just like this, you get your C part first. Whether or not you're doing like a C part or a center part, the first thing you want to do is to define the pattern first, right? Make sure it's very clear. You know how you do like a C, like how you write your C. That's exactly what you're doing on this week. There's no difference. But if you want a detailed tutorial on how to make a C part, you should just leave me an email. So just like that, you're going to properly cut out your C part like this. Cut out your C part gently all the way down, just like this. Okay, now you should have something like this by the time you're done. This is mine. It's a C part. Although sometimes I feel like it's not clear enough, but this is it. This is what it should look like. Okay, so now what you need to do now at this point is to go in with your hot comb, which are already plugged in, and mine is already at the highest level, as you can see. So you're going to now, do this. Now you're going to start from this part of the hair. Okay, I hate using this head because it sometimes make me not, it limits me sometimes. So but that being said, make sure you've cleared it out properly. Okay, so now you're gonna go in with your hot comb like this. So mind you, there's something I need you to pay attention to. When styling with your hot comb, you're using this area of the hot comb and not this part. This is just the teeth. It's not as hot as this part. So this is the hot part. So you're gonna go like this. Then you bend your hand towards this direction. See how flat that part is, right? You go and you curve your hands. You go in and you curve your hands. You go in and you curve your hands. Remember, you're working with this part, okay? You're gonna go and you curve your hands. Go in and you curve. Go in and you curve. You curve your hands. Okay? So I need to get my wax stick. So I got like another one of this wax stick. So it's not just this one that I have. So we're gonna apply our wax stick. I actually thought that the wax stick here would be enough, but unfortunately it's not. So you just apply generously. Apply on all the areas that you're going to be using your hot comb on. And then this is how mine looks like currently. I know it looks messy, but we're going to fix that. Once you go in with your hot comb, you're going to notice that it will start melting down. So you go in like this. I was so certain that this hot comb has gone off. I was so certain. I just had to put it back on. So you go in like this. Okay, and then you curve your hands, because mind you, we're actually working with this part of the hot comb. This is where all the heat is. So just like this, you go in gently. You go in like this. I still need to take out this on top of here. I said I was going to take it out before. Yeah, that's more like it. So I've taken it out. If you feel like you did something and you didn't do it properly, this is your cue to also make sure to make that correction. You don't have to be all perfect, okay? And this is also a sign that even we head stylists, we make our own mistake as well. So let me stand so it's clear. So just like that, you're going to do this, right? You're going to lift it like this, just like this, okay? Now for this part, you're going to come like this. Look at that. You're going to come like this, hit the most. So just like this, okay? Just like this. Now I've had people ask, how do you now achieve that lift? Achieving that lift is very, very simple. So all you need to do is do this, okay? And you have that lift. There you go. So you do this with your hot comb like this, and then you have the lift. It's that simple. If you want the lift right away, you do it like this, okay? Because this is the part that has the heat. This is actually a proof that this is the part that has the heat. Or you just go in like this and you place it under and you leave it, and you should have this lift, right? That's so easy. Now, that's not what we're after. What we're after right now is how to properly flatten the closure area, right? Which we're going to be doing like this, like this, like this, and then carefully this other part will go in like this. If you notice how I bend, I always try to curve my hand because we're working with this part, yeah? So just like this. And while you're doing that, make sure to always use this part to cover the weft area, okay? You don't want your weft to be out. Trust me, you're not going to like the outcome of that. So just like that, you've successfully styled your closure, right? Now the next thing you want to do is to use an elastic band. Mind you, I applied wax stick on all around this area, so I have to go ahead and then use my hot comb to flatten, okay, to flatten. Laying down your closure should not be that difficult, okay. Now this is what we have. Okay, this is what we have. Now I already showed you how to achieve this lift. You basically just go in like this and you allow it. You go in like this and you allow it. Okay, and look at that lift. So now all we need to do at this point is to go in with our headband because we've successfully, put the closure in place. We'll just go in with our headband, but before that you have to apply your holding spray, okay. Although this has a holding spray already, but we need it to be very very firm, right? So this is the holding spray that I like to use, the Ultra Set holding spray, and you just have to shake it and then you spray from afar, right? And then you're going to use your hand to just do this. I'm going to have to put another pin here so it's very very flat. It's very very flat. Now just like that, you've successfully styled your closure area. Now you use your elastic band. This is the elastic band that I like to use. Now we're going to do this from here. We're going to start pinning down. So these pins, like I said, you have to get your office pin because you're going to be working with your pins a lot. So just like this, I like to go over it twice, right, to secure it properly. So always make sure to pull very well. Pull it, don't be scared, pull it. It's not going to rip off so long as it's firm around this area. So you're going to pull like this and you're going to pin, okay. You pull and you pin it. So you're going to go over it again just like that, but first you have to secure this area so it doesn't fall off, okay. Be very careful at this point. So you're going to go back again like this and you're going to pull, and then you take your pin and you secure it, okay. You secure, make sure you pull it really hard, not as hard as to the point that it will tear, but make sure that it's firm. Now you're going to raise this up a bit because we want that heavy lift around this area, okay. So you're going to pin, you pin, okay, and then you pin, and then you come down here and then you pin it, okay. Like I said, you're going to work with your pin a lot of the time, most of the time. Now you're going to use the wider pin, which is a T-pin, to now pin it properly, and then the small pin or even this one to just put it here because you don't want this to move at the end of the day. Now this part is very very crucial and you need to pay close attention to it. Now you're going to comb to this direction, of course. It's a C part we're working with. You comb to this direction. Now you clear out your C part properly. Make sure that you clear it out properly. Remember when we started, we actually cleared it out like this, right? You clear it out properly. Clear it out properly. And then you comb. Now you're going to apply your wax stick on this area while you just take this off the way. Now, this is the wax stick I use. You can use any wax stick of your choice. Now you're going to apply generously. Do not be stingy with your product. Remember, the reason why you actually got those products was because you wanted to make use of them. So now you're going to do this, okay, just like this. Remember, we're working with this part of the hot iron. This is the hottest part of the hot iron. Now just like this, okay, just like this. Now the reason why you're doing this is because you need to cover the area of the weft that, you know, is visible, so it's no longer visible. So just like this, be very careful, just like this, all the way around the C part, okay, all the way around the C part, all the way round, all the way around the C part, okay. All the way around. So now that that is done, you're going to now start sectioning your CP. You're going to now want to make this area flat. Of course, it's looking bulky right now, and that is not what we want. So you're going to take it section after section, and you're going to apply your wax stick in between, just like this, in between, and then you're going to go in with your hot comb, just like this, okay, gently and very strategically, just like this, just like this. Okay, I like to do it from the front, but since I really want you guys to have like a clear view of what I'm doing, I just have to stay around here. So just like this, make sure you're taking it towards the front area. Okay, now you're going to repeat the same process until all the areas of this hair is laying flat. Okay, so you comb. Sometimes I use my hot spray to make sure that I've secured it, and sometimes I don't, right? It depends on how firm you want your closure to be. Now just like this, you're gonna go in like this, you're gonna go in just like this, gently, gently, gently. Okay, so I'll use the hot spray so you see the clear difference. Okay, look at how flat it's looking. Now let me apply the hot spray so you see the difference. So just like that, you use your hand. When applying your hot spray, do not by any chance make use of your hot tools. Immediately applying your on this surface, immediately applying your hot spray. Okay, now you're going to go into your wax stick, remember, gently, just like this. And then the next thing you want to do is to go in with your hot comb. Mine is on the highest heat level, so you go in, okay, just like that. Spot that shine, just like that, just like that, okay, just like that. Now you notice how flat is looking each time you go in with your hot comb. You notice how flat it becomes. Okay, now there's a clear difference from the area that has not been styled. Look at that, it's not flat. So for it to, in order for you to achieve this flat look, you just take a section and then you comb, right, and then you're going to apply your wax stick just like this, and then you go in with your hot comb like this. This is where you should focus more on. This is the area that has the heat. Okay, just like this, just like this, and then you realize that it's even looking very shiny. Okay, just like this. Okay, Now we're at the last section rather, so you just apply gently because we already applied here, so you don't want it to be too much. So you just comb, right, and then you go in with your hot comb as usual, just like this. Pay attention to how flat this is going to be by the time we use our hot comb. So just like this, okay, just like this. See how flat it is looking. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do is to use our holding spray to secure it. Now look at that, look at how flat it is. Okay, now you can clearly see that even the C part is properly defined, right? So yeah, just like that, you've successfully defined your C part properly and you've successfully flattened your closure. Now the next thing we want to do is to go in with our holding spray, like I mentioned earlier, to secure all this goodness. Okay, just like that, just like that. Okay, now after applying your holding spray, you still need your elastic band in order for you to be able to secure it properly. Okay, still need your elastic band to secure it. So when you're styling or when you're using like your flexi rod, since we're going to be doing the hitless coils, when we're doing the hitless coils, you don't mess the closure area up that has already been styled. Okay, so just like that. Okay, yeah, so it's looking as flat as this. All right, so just like this, you're going to go in. Remember, this is the section that has the heat the most, so you're going to do this just like this. Okay, so bring it all the way down. Okay, all the way down. And the reason why you're bringing this down is because you want to cover up the weft. All right, so when you're done styling, you don't have challenge of, oh, the weft is showing and it's not really, it's not going to be giving what it should give. Okay, so just like this, gently. Okay, just like this, just like this. Now I said earlier that after applying your holding spray, you don't have to, apply any heat. So whatever heat you want to apply, if you feel like you need to make certain corrections, I think now is the time for you to do that before applying your holding spray. So just like this. Okay, you've successfully um, styled your wigs. So now let's go in with our holding spray. This is the ultra set hold spray that I like to make use of. Now you spray it. Okay, spray a generous amount on top. You don't want it to be very hard, right? So you just spray a generous amount. Now you use your hand. I said no heat, remember. So you use your hand and just bring it down. Okay, and just bring it down. Now the next thing we want to do is to secure this area using this elastic band, so your closure area don't keep going up. Please guys, if this is your first time, do it to give this video a thumbs up, like the stream, subscribe, turn on post notification. So now you're gonna pin this like this. Okay, remember this is the office pin that I use. You're going to be using most of it when styling your wigs, so I would suggest that you get a lot of it. Now you're going to pull. Remember, whenever it is that you're making use of your elastic band to secure a certain place, you have to pull it. Okay, you have to pull it. So when there's any mark around that area, do not forget you're going to fix it. It's fixable so long as you didn't take out the wig. So you're going to go back again like this. Okay, pay attention to the distance at which I held this from here to this area. Now you're going to use your pin again, your office pin, and then you're going to pin it here. Okay, now you're good to go. So the next thing we want to do now is to style this hair. We've totally styled our closure area as it is. Now what we want to do now is we're going to apply our water, right? We're going to use our water and our hair mousse to basically style this hair properly as it should be styled. Okay, so just water and hair mousse, that's what we'll be using to achieve a bouncy. Because now if you feel like this there's any error, you should be able to correct it, but right now this is clear. This is what you should have if you follow this step by step. Now I'm going to be styling this hair using water, hair mousse. This is the X Blocks here, X Blocks hair mousse, and then I'm going to be using the flexi roll. This is all the flexi roll, but I'm most likely not going to use all of them. So yeah, let's get right into it. But before then, we need to section our hair, divide it into 2 equal parts, right? And then we'll need our pin for that. I think I have my pins here, so let me just get that pin and then section it. Guys, this is what I went to look for, my pins. So I was able to get them. I think, okay. So I'll be using these ones. I have the black one and I have the silver one. This is the black one, this is the silver one. So I mostly like to make use of the silver one. It helps me secure the hair properly. So like I was saying, you're going to divide this hair into 2 equal parts, right? So you have to look for the middle, right? Just like this. So once you get the middle of the hair, you split it into 2, right? And then you fold one section apart like this. Do not be scared. And then you're going to pin it. Okay, this is what these pins are used for. They are also used for coiling if you're coiling with your coiler. So now the next thing you want to do is to divide this. Now for styling, you have to make use of 2 wefts. Remember, we actually did like double wefts when we're wigging this hair, so you have to use 2 wefts just like this. Okay, it has to be 2 wefts. Now if you, in case you do not know what a weft is, I'm going to show you what I mean by weft. So when I'm talking about weft, I mean this right here. This right here is what you call a weft. So I have 2 of them because they are double. So you don't want to have like a whole handful of wefts, especially if you're a beginner, right? So basically going to, I'm styling this hair with just water, hair mousse, and flexi rod. So yeah, I had to get my rag, so there's no water on the floor. So now, remember I said we're using just water to style this hair. So you're going to comb. Make sure you comb, okay, properly. I already styled this hair earlier, but I had to, like, go over it again. Now the next thing you want to do now, okay, we're going to take this section as well, divide it into two, take two wefts like you did on the other end. You're going to just fold and you pin. Okay, you pin it. Make sure you take out the parts that you're not working on. Take it out of the way. So let me raise this up so you guys can see clearly. So you comb. Always make sure to comb. If you feel like the comb that you're using is too tiny, you can actually go in with your hairbrush, to style properly. So you go in with your hairbrush, you comb, and then you're going to now go in with your tail comb. Now this is the most important part, and you need to pay close attention. Now when you're coiling, there are directions. Okay, you don't just coil because you want to coil. Now you've already taken the section that you want to work with, right? Now this is my left and this right here is my right. So left, right. So when you're coiling and you're on the right, you have to curl towards the left, and when you're on the left, you curl towards the right. Now mind you, even when you're taking down your curls, eventually you're going to take it down through through the same process. If you curl towards your left, you're going to take it down towards your left, and if you curl towards your right, you're going to take it down towards your right, right? So now you're going to take a section, okay, just like this, and you're going to comb, okay, comb, and then you go in with your water. I said I was going to be coiling this hair with just water and hair mousse, and you guys thought I was joking. So you spray in your water generously. I didn't have, there's no mix here, it's just water. So you spray it generously, and then you're going to go in with your hair mousse. Shake, shake, shake. Just a little, like that, not too much. Just a little, all the way down to the tip. But I like to take out the section that I'm not working with out of the way, because you need to avoid these strands, right? So you just go down and you comb, okay, you comb just like that. And then the next thing you want to do is to go in with your flexi rod, right? Now I don't know what you call it, but this is a flexi rod. Now you're going to coil towards the right. Remember, this is my left. Now you take your flexi rod like this, start at the middle, you do this, right? You do this, you just basically roll it around just like this, and then you're going to go in like this. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Mind you, you need to pay close attention and you need to be very careful. So just like this, curl towards this, okay, like this. You're on the right, you're on the left, right? So you curl to the right like this. Make sure you're taking every strands of hair just like this. You pull to adjust if you feel like it's too loose, and then you coil like this. So if you did it properly, this is what you should have. So now when you're at the middle, it doesn't matter what direction you curl towards, but always remember to take it out from the direction at which you curled towards. Okay, so you comb like I mentioned earlier. You comb, you go in with your water. I'm sure that a lot of you must have, this flexi rod is basic, so everybody literally has a flexi rod. So you spray your water, you spray, and then you're gonna comb the hair through again. Okay, you comb, and then you're gonna go in with your hair mousse. Okay, just your hair mousse, and then you're gonna apply. Okay, apply it, and then now you comb again. You're always going to comb, because when you take down this curls and you want to comb, you don't want anything obstructing you. So you go in with your flexi rod. This is very good. So you go in with your flexi rod like this. I'm at the middle, so it really doesn't matter where you want to curl towards. But if you're on the left or you're on the right, you need to curl from the left to the right and from the right to the left. So just like this, basically. So you pull, you go up, you pull, go up, you pull, and then you're gonna now turn like this. More like you're making a C. Okay? More like you're making a C, but it's not a C. So you're going to repeat. I'm going to do it again so you see. So you take the section that you're working on, you pin it, and then you comb through. Okay, you comb. You're always going to be combing, because when you take down these curls and you want to comb it, you want to have that bouncy look, you need to comb. And if it's not going, you just know that there's something wrong somewhere. Okay, so you're gonna comb, right, and then you apply your hair mousse, shake it. This is almost finished, but I had already ordered for another one. So you comb again. Mind you, pay attention to how much I comb. It's not because I enjoy combing. Okay, so now I'm basically going to curl towards this direction. Since I'm on my right, I'm going to curl towards my left. Please guys, leave a thumbs up on this video. Please hit the like button. Thank you. So just like this, you're going to make sure to put every strand in, and then you go up, just like this, and you pull, you go up. When you feel like you're not just pulling because you want to pull, when you feel like it's a bit loose, that's when you're going to pull. Okay, and then you pull, and then you basically just turn your hands like this, and there you have it. Okay, there you have it. Now I'm still coiling towards the right. I'm currently towards the left, rather. I'm currently on the left, on the right. So you comb just like this. Okay, and then you go in with your water. It's how you guys, I don't know, you people make this styling thing very complex when you can easily curl your hair using water, hair mousse, and flexi rod. So you comb just like this, and then you go in with your hair mousse just like this. You apply all the way down, and then you comb again. Combing cannot be overemphasized, like you can't comb too much. Okay, comb as many times as you want. Okay, so now you're gonna go in with your flexi rod like this, and then what you have to do is to, since you're on the right, you're going to take this, curl the tip of the hair all the way to this direction. This is my left. Okay, and then when you're unraveling your hair, make sure to also unravel it towards the direction that at which you curled. Okay, so you take it up and you pull, you go up and you pull. Now whatever it is that you're doing, I like you to know the reason why you're doing that thing. Now you're pulling this down because it's very loose, right? So you just do this. Now this is what you should have if you did yours properly. Okay, now I'm gonna continue. Now remember I said we're working with two wefts. Now this is one and this is two, so you take it like this. Okay, take it like this. We're not going to be taking down these curls because my client said she wants, the flexi rod to be on the wig. So the reason why I'm, hence the reason why I'm using her own flexi rod and not mine. So Once I'm done, I'll just leave it on the wig to dry. So it depends until when she wants to make use of it. So just like this, you take it out, just like this. Okay, now this is the section that we're working with. I'm going to repeat the same thing that I did again on this part. So if you missed it, pay close attention. Every step matters a lot. If you miss any step, you're going to get your coiling game all wrong, and I'm sure you do not want that. Okay, so now we're going to start here. Now pay attention, we're on our left. Okay, the area at which you coil matters a lot. So now we take a section, yeah, just like this. Make sure you clear every weft, just like this. And then the area at which you're not working on, you're going to take it out of the way, you know, to avoid distraction. And then you're going to comb. Okay, please guys, leave a like on this video. If this is your first time, please do well to subscribe to my channel. I bring you hairstyling tutorials, hairstyling games that, you know, are actually game changers. So now this is just water. We're basically using only water and hair mousse to style our coiling hair. And after this process, you're going to have to leave the hair under the sun to dry for about 3 days. No, I'm saying 3 days because you want the curls to last, right? And if you leave it out for 3 days, it's going to last you up to 3 weeks. Trust me, up to 3 weeks. Depends on how often you wear it. And then if you don't wear it as often, it's going to last more. So now you've applied your water, you want to go in with your hair mousse, just like this, and you apply. You don't have to apply too much hair mousse because you do not want white cast. Sometimes this hair mousse, they leave white cast on the hair. So you're going to comb, okay, and then you're going to go in now with your flexi rod. Remember I said we are on the left, so we're going to curl towards the right, just like this. Okay, now this tip, the tip of the hair is going to come towards this direction, like this. Okay, just like this, and then you're going to go in like this. Now when you get to the part where you feel like it's too loose, like this is loose, then you pull and then you continue, you pull and then you continue, you pull and then you continue, and then you now do like a C around there, and you have this. Okay, you have this. It's that simple. If you're lost, let me know and then we'll take it again. Of course, I'm also going to take it again, but let me know if you're lost. So just like this, you take a section and then you take out the parts at which you're not working on, and then you comb gently. We're basically using water and just hair mousse to style this hair and our flexi rod, and you're going to get your professional curls. So now this is my water. I go in with water first, just water. You spray a generous amount, and then the next thing you want to do is go in with your holding your um hair mousse, right, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to have to comb again, and then now you're going to go in with your flexi rod. Remember, we're on the left section, so we have, hi Catherine, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. So now remember, we're on the left, so we have to curl towards the right. Okay, if you feel like you need to comb it more, you comb. Now you're going to go into your flexi rod like this, and then the tip of the hair is going to be facing this direction like this, just like this. Okay, baby, what's going on?
I need your help. What do I feed her? She's refusing to eat this, and she's obviously hungry.
Okay, let me make pap for her. Please, can you help me with water? Thank you. So this is where we're at. Mama, how are you? Your dada said you're hungry. Yes, dada. Dada said you're hungry. So we're going to repeat the same process. You take a section. Remind you, we're still, regardless of how many times you've called, we're still on the left direction. So you're going to take a section. right? And then the part at which you're not working on, you take it out of the way. Now every step matters a lot, and I need you to pay close attention to every step of the way, right? Now you're going to comb, right? You comb, and then you're going to go in with your water. Mama, stop that. Go in with your water and spray, spray, spray. Okay, and then the next thing you want to do is comb, and then you're going to go in with your hair mousse. Okay, so we're using just water and hair mousse for this process, just like this, and then you apply.
I thought you were not standing now.
I left the other week. I didn't want to. I'll do it tomorrow.
This is 8:30.
Yeah. I'm rounding up. Sorry.
Leave this thing, Joe. Leave it. Come.
So just like that, all the way up, up, up.
Yeah.
Up. And when you notice that it's loosening, you just pull down a bit and then you continue. Okay. And you pull until it's really tight, and then you can now go up. But there's an obstruction around here. Yeah. So you pull and you continue, and then you do this. Just see. Just see. And you're good to go. 1 second, please. Hey, you screaming. No, move. You thought your daddy would follow you. Let's do water. Hello. Mama, see how everyone is messed up. Stop. Go back inside. Please. Go back inside. I'm back. What is it? I know that there's something obstructing this right here. So this is how far we've come. Now, if you're just joining, you're welcome. We're basically using just water and hair mousse to style our curly wig. And yeah, it's practical. It's not something that I know that a lot of you do not know that you can actually use just water and hair mousse to style your curly hair, bouncy hair rather. So we're gonna comb. After taking a section, you comb. Okay, you comb, and you're going to now apply water. So this is my water inside my spray bottle, and then I spray. Okay, spray. I'm not actually doing any other thing, just using water and hair mousse to style. So we'll comb, and then you go in with your hair mousse. I use the X Plus, although I like the Ultra Set more. I prefer the Ultra Set. So just like this, and then you comb. Or you can actually make use of any other hair mousse that you have, any hair mousse of your choice. Now you're going to go in with your flexi rod. Remember, if you're on the left, you curl towards the right, and if you're on the right, you curl towards the left. Now we're on the right and we're curling towards the left, just like this. The tip of the hair has to be on this direction, just like this, okay. And then you go in. Okay, I just know that my tutorials are as detailed as possible. So if you feel like it's losing, you just pull down and you go up, and you twist. You're basically just crossing these two like this. You cross, okay, just like that. Now you're going to repeat the same thing on this part of the hair. You're going to just comb, and then you apply water and your hair mousse, and you're good to go. So you comb. Start combing from the tip, please. You don't have to comb from the top of the hair. You comb from the tip all the way to the top. Okay, comb from the tip all the way to the top. Now you're going to now apply water. This is water, it's crystal clear. And then spray, spray, spray. Spray a generous amount. And then you comb. Okay, and then you go in with your hair mousse. Okay, 1 second. You're going to go in with your hair mousse just like this, okay, and you apply it all the way down. And then go in with your flexi rod. Mind you, if you're on the right, you curl towards the left. The tip of the hair is going to be facing the left like this, okay, just like this. And then you're going to go in, okay. Always make sure to pull. You go in, you pull when you feel like the hair is loose, and then you just cross, okay. You just cross, and you should have this by the time you're done, okay. So now if you're just joining, we're making use of just 2 wefts because they are double. So weft 1 and weft 2. So you take that section just like that, okay, just like that. Take the section, and then you take out the part at which you're not working at yet. You just, fold it, and then you pin, okay. And then you also repeat the same thing, because before we started we split the hair into 2 equal parts, okay, so it's easier for us to pin. So just like this, and then you're going to pin it, okay. Sorry, please let me use that flask. It's under where her diaper is. She was using it to play, so I have to put it there.
What is it? What is it? everything is not for play. Look at, you mess this place up, you mess inside up, you just keep messing everywhere up. Not you, don't follow me.
Baby, let it get cold, please. Yeah? Mama, let your food get cold, please. Split it into two. So the first thing you want to do now is we're actually coiling our hair using just water. So the next thing you want to do now is to take a section. Kite, stop that. Take a section, and then the part that you're not working with, take it out of the way, just like this. And then you comb, using your tail comb, of course. Comb all the way from the bottom to top. From the bottom to the top. Now I'm going to apply water. Mama, leave here now. Finish. So now I'm going to apply water generously. You're not buying this water, so apply it as much as you can. And you have to have like a rag on the floor, because I have mine on the floor, so that it's not, there's no water everywhere. So next thing you want to do is to go in with your hair mousse. Okay, just like that, just a generous amount. You apply it, and then you go in with, you comb again. Okay, just like that, and then you go in with your flexi rod. Now if you're on the left, your flexi rod should be facing the right, and then the tip of the hair should also come towards the right, like this. Okay, just like this. And then you go all in and you pull. Now you're not just pulling because you want to pull, you pull because the hair is becoming, if you notice that it's becoming weaker around this area, you have to pull down. Then you continue and you pull, go up, you pull, go up, you pull. Now this part is very important. You're going to now have to cross it like this. Okay, cross it like this, and you should have this. So why are you running? What did you do? Hello, what did you do? You're telling me hi. What did you do? Your daddy is chasing you. So you're going to comb under. Yes, baby. No, mama. So you comb, and then you go in with your water. If you're just joining, you're welcome. Please leave a like on this video. We're actually coiling our coiling wig, our bouncy wig, using just water and hair mousse. So you spray your water generously, you go in with your comb, and then you apply your hair mousse. Mama, stop it. A generous amount, because you do not want it to have like white casts, right? So you apply, and then you comb again. You comb. If you know me, you should know that this is actually my signature. This is my signature. Now you're going to go in with your flexi rod. The tip of the hair should be facing this direction, since you're on the left. You're coiling from the left. So if you're coiling from the right, it has to face the left direction. Okay? Don't say I didn't do anything for you. So you pull, curl all the way up, and you pull, curl all the way up. Now the most important part, when you get to this part, you just twist. Okay, across. Now you bring this here and bring this there. Just basically twist. Now you should have this. It's that simple. Yes, baby. Let your food cool down here, so I'll put milk for you and feed you first. Hi, Gigi. Hello. Hello. Hi. So you're gonna comb, and then you go in with your water. Okay, so you've seen that you can actually achieve your coily wig, your bouncy curls using just water and your mousse. Now this is water. Okay, you can spray under. If you want your comb, you comb, and then the next thing you want to do is to go in with your hair mousse. Okay, you shake, shake, shake. Make sure to shake, and then you apply. Okay, and then that's it. I think I poured water on my camera, that's why it's blurry. I have to clean it up. So this type of flexi rod do you even use? That, you know, the tip of the hair should be facing the right if you're coiling from the left. So just like this, and then you pull, you go again, you pull, you go again. You're not pulling because you want to pull, you're pulling where you notice that the hair feels a bit weak. Okay, so this is it. Mama, stop it. Fight, fight, fight. So you're still on the left, of course. And then you have to spray water. Okay, just like that. And then you spray, 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 both on top and under. And then you comb. And the next thing you want to do is to go in with your hair mousse. You shake it and then you apply. Oh, this is a lot actually. Apply, apply. I don't hope that these flexi rods are enough, because this is actually for a client and she doesn't want to, like, she doesn't want me to take it off, so that's why she gave me her own flexi rod to work with. But it's looking as though it's not going to be enough. But let me just do this. Boom, boom, all the way, and then it's just coil, right? Yeah. So this is it, and this is very, very easy. I'm sure that a lot of you must have seen this on other people's hair. Hello, let me feed you, huh? Your food is still very hot, so let's wait for it to cool down, and I'll feed you and I'll bath you and you will sleep. Okay, baby? Baby, stop there. Stop that. So you spray, spray, spray your water, of course, generously. You go in with your hair mousse. Make sure to shake. You apply. Now, this is the amount that's in my hand. This came out too much. And then you comb. You're always going to have to comb. Comb. And then the next thing you want to do now is to go in with your flexi rod. Okay. There are two sizes here, but I'm just using one size at a time. So once I exhaust the other size, I'm going to use the bigger size in front. So wherever it is you're working with, whether your rollers and you think that you don't have enough rollers, enough size, so if there are two sizes, you should use the shorter size the smaller side behind, and then the longer size in front. Okay, so just like this, and you're good to go. Okay, so if you're on the left, if you pay close attention, if you're on the left, if you're on the right, you have to curl towards the left, and if you're on the left, you have to curl towards the right, basically. So just like that, you start combing from below, and then you work your way up, because I see some people combing from above and then they get stuck in the middle. It's not the right way to comb. So after combing, you go in with your water. Please guys, leave a thumbs up on the video, thank you. Go in with your water, you spray, and then you comb. Okay, you comb, and then you go in with your hair mousse, of course. Apply, and you go in with your flexi. I'm going to slap you, Gigi. Go in with your flexi rod. And some of these flexi rods are old, so I have to carefully select them. Now, like I said earlier, if you're on the right, your weft should be on the left. The tip of the hair should be on the left. So if you're on the left, the tip of the hair should be on the right, just like this. So you're going to curl all the way up like this, and then you just basically twist it. It's that simple. I'm actually sure that a lot of people already know how to do this. Like, a lot of you already know how to do this. So it's not as if it's new to some of you. Although you might have just come across it like, okay, what's going on here? But I know that some of you already, must have seen it somewhere. And that's it. But right now you're getting to experience it live, which is why we're live. So we're rounding up, so you see the after look. See that it doesn't take much time as you think. You just have to, now I mean, if your course is going to last you for 3 weeks and all you have to do is just to style it this way, why not? Why not just style it this way? Okay, I mean, 3 weeks, do you know how much that would save? Like, how much savings that's going to be like? Because you don't have to go to the hairstylist every time to curl your hair, when you can actually do it by yourself at home.
Bring your hand. Come in. Bring your hand. Show me 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 your hand. Sit down. I said sit down. Sit down. Sit down here. Sit down here. Sit down here. Sit. Stay here. Where are you going? Wait. Go back. Sit down.
What did you? Hi Lisa Ford, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. Please like the stream. Thank you. Leave a thumbs up on the video. Thank you. So I'm basically coiling a wig from using just water and hair mousse. I'm sure that you must have seen this, you must have come across this, and you're wondering how do they even achieve this, and hence the reason why I'm here to show you how. Okay, so just like this, and then Okay. Oh, this has, thank God it didn't pour on the floor. So this is just water, and then you spray, just like that, and you comb. I already applied my hair mousse earlier, so after you spray your water, you're supposed to, apply your hair mousse, and then you go in with your flexi rod like this. We're already on the left, so the tip of the hair has to face the, just like this. It's going to face the right. Vuvu, vuvu, kai. I'm calling vuvu, you're calling mama. I'll spank you now. Just like that. You're good to go. Always make sure to clear out any wet that is on the way. Okay, now this is what you should have by the time you're done. Okay, Ovo, what do you want? Yes, baby. Give me my hair mousse. Mm-hmm. You're gonna comb. And then you're gonna go in with your water. If you're just joining, you're welcome. We're basically coiling our hair using just water. Please leave a like on the video. Thank you. Stop, Gigi. Stop it. Please like the stream, guys. So now you're going with your hair mousse. Do not apply too much. Just a little. Like this. And then you're going to go in with your flexi rod. Right, we're currently on the left, so you have to curl towards the right like this. Make sure that the tip of the hair is facing the right. Okay, just like this. So if you're on the left, why is this proving stubborn? If you're on the left, you have to curl towards the right, and if you're on the right, you have to curl towards the left. And when unraveling your curls, you have to also follow the same direction if you want it to be, very clear and very, very neat, as though it was styled by a professional, right? So there you have it. Sorry now, what did I do? I'm waiting for our food to get cold.
I've been streaming since 6.
I know. Round up with this. Even if I don't stream, I'm still going to finish this. So let me just finish it. So anyways, we're going to apply water. Where's my water? Water. I don't know why this thing keeps losing. Like, it keeps losing. Spray water. And then your hair mousse. Where is it? This child actually made me take this hair mousse out of this place. You apply your hair mousse, just a little, and then you comb out gently. And then you go in with your flexi rod. Make sure it's facing the left when you're on the right, and then if you're on the right, it's facing the left. Okay, just like that. Sure that you must be wondering how people do this, but it's so simple. Trust me. So simple. So now we're on the left and we're going to be coiling on the right rather. We're going to be coiling towards the left. Apply your water, you go in with your hair mousse just like this. Just, I don't know why, it's just a little that I applied, but then it keeps coming out as if I applied a lot. This lady, I'm not going to give you my flexi rod. So if you're on the right, you curl towards the left. So your tip has to be on the left, just like this direction. And then you just basically roll it up like this. Roll it up. Hi, Candy Thomas. How you doing? Thank you for joining my stream. Please leave a like on the video. Thank you. And then, yeah, there you have it. If you have any question, do not hesitate to ask me in the comments and I'll respond to it. Yeah. So you comb first. Always make sure to detangle. Guys, we've come really far. And if you want to see like the after look of this hair, please stay tuned and I'm going to be showing you the after look. I'm also going to be streaming same time tomorrow. Do not forget to join my stream. So if you're just joining, we're basically using just water and holding and hair mousse to style our coily hair. So this is my water. I just apply a generous amount like this, okay, and then I go in with my comb, my tail comb. You need to use your tail comb because when you're dangling the hair and you want to comb out, you want to make sure that it's as seamless as possible. So now you go in with your hair mousse. I've applied water already, just a little amount of hair mousse, just like this, and then you're gonna go in with your flexi rod. This is mine, and if you're on the left, you curl towards the right, and if you're on the right, curl towards the left. So the tip of the hair should face this direction if you're on the right. So left, you just twist it, twist it. I'm actually going to leave this on because it's actually for a client and she said she doesn't want me to take it out. So I'm just going to leave it on like this for her. Okay, so just like this, and you twist. Okay, we're rounding up, guys, almost at the last weft. So you're gonna comb from below, you're gonna go up, all the way up, all the way up. Guys, I'm not seeing your questions in the comments. It seems everybody already know what they're doing and they really do not need me. That's what it's giving. Giving, I don't need you, I already know what I'm doing. So when you don't want it to be running to your daddy, see how you use food to scatter everywhere on my face. Anyways, let me continue with our tea. So guys, she's not done, no. She's just walking up and down. So we're gonna take a section like we're doing it initially, and then you comb through just like this. You comb. Okay, I like to comb from under and then work my way up because you don't want to get stuck, right? And now the next thing you want to do is to spray your water. So if you're just joining, you're welcome. We're basically using water to, style our bouncy wig, just water and hair mousse. So I've just taken a section, and the next thing I want to do now is just spray water. Yes, baby, come and eat. I'll spank you. So you spray water generously, and then you go in with your hair mousse. Mama, leave here, please. You're stressing me. just like that, a generous amount, please. Okay, and not too much because you do not want your hair to have white cast, right? And then you comb again. You're going to be doing a lot of combing. You comb like this, and then you go in with your flexi rod, just like this. Remember, we're on the left. We're on the left, so we're going to curl to the right. Now, your tip of your hair has to face this direction, like this, like this, like this. Okay, and then you just coil up. Make sure that all the tip enters. If not, you're going to have a different result. So you curl all the way to the top like this. You pull, you curl, you pull. Now the reason why you're coiling, I like to let you know the reason why you're pulling and you're coiling all the way up is because when you get to the top it becomes weaker a bit, so you need to like keep pulling and coiling. Now you're just going to basically do this like this, and you should have this. Now I'm going to repeat this process again so that you get it properly. Okay, so just like this. What are you doing? Because you almost ate wax stick the last time. You almost ate wax stick the last time. Take.
It is time for you to skip.
I'll just bath her now.
Come here. Let's finish this food.
Go and meet your daddy. Oh, okay.
Say
So you comb. Make sure to detangle properly so you don't encounter issues. So you just comb, and then you thin out the parts that you're not working on, take it out of the way, and you go in with your water. You just spray, spray, spray. Just spray. And then you comb, and you're going to go in with your hair mousse now.
Do you know one sweet way to do money laundry business now?
What was it?
Would be for you to.
For me?
No, not you. You get money where you want launder.
Okay, at least not to help person launder. I don't know. Sorry. Me almost I'm doing it.
Just thinking now, like something that's easily somebody can easily do. Not easily, sure, but one way would be to set up your own bank.
Your own bank?
Yes. Or some form of financial institution where you can collect cash, then you give out loans to people.
Yeah, now it's make think they do microfinance.
Those ones they have to obtain a license and they have to send all their information to CBN.
The ones that maybe those ones that are doing illegal one that they know that when you report them to this thing they will catch them. Think some of them are not doing that. They are doing it now. Somebody made a comment and the person said it.
All those OPay, Okash.
Lend safe and all those people. So when they open a company, they open another one under it. And that other one that they open is not registered.
It's not registered, but they open a company and they will put the other main company
inside. Yes,
that's without registration to do all those things.
That's what they do now.
This girl's belly feels full.
It's the milk that's enough inside. That I intentionally put enough milk so that she will eat and sleep. But feed her, make it sleep, chop that thing. I make still say she dey add so because I dey force am feed am make the thing.
See her neck now, she's having folds on her neck. Come here, Joe.
Sure.
Fat baby.
The way after she came back from the hospital, the way I face her, even she knows say hand wait am.
You need to go and visit Nina and do credit. So that you meet people your size that will bully you. And you say
You go revenge now.
Yes.
Yes, now.
That's the whole point. It's not be terrorizing us and we will be afraid that if we touch you, you will disappear.
Because you know be our size now. Okay, I'm rounding up, okay? I know you miss me. I'm rounding up.
You can do like a local lending and borrowing system. And you'll be borrowing plenty people with the mind that whenever you have the money,
they will pay back.
They will pay back. In fact, you can, and if they don't pay you back, you can have enforcers that will go and collect
all
the
those
money.
things is just
Wait,
common
what am I
flash
even
now.
saying? There are people that do this in Lagos and all these things. But I'm just asking
those ones are Agbero now.
The scale of their money, is it that huge? Like somebody now.
Do you know the main people that owns that thing are not the ones in the fronting it?
True. They just give them money to do it. So they can have it like in 4 different local governments.
Oba, if I look for that thing,
saying,
you will
like
know.
That Tarela.
Yes, now that man. Yes. That's what came to my mind when I'm telling you this thing.
That's true.
They're doing it, but the main people will not be front. In fact, if you be first for government.
But that means your money is going to reduce by a great deal.
How? What do you mean?
So now, for instance, if for every 1,000 you launder, what you, because of the different people it has to pass through for them to do their work and for you to pay them, and they get their own percentage. Maybe they get 5% or 10% of what they are.
Even on how huge whatever it is they are taking now.
I'm just saying, by the time the money is getting back to you,
it's not going to be as huge as it left you. You should
1,
expect it now.
For every 1,000, you should be getting like 600, 700.
Yes, you that did it, you should expect it. Or is it better for them to catch you?
No.
So as they are doing it, you expect it now. They are doing it already. Maybe this thing I think I told you that time that Let's Save did that you now told me they have this. I went to now research and now saw that they had that other name under them on their app. Then I just knew that okay, this is what these people do. They'll create a legit account, then they will now use another one to now be functioning.
That's why they were just harassing you anyhow.
So that you'll be like,
because they know that if you take it the matter up, FCCPC.
Yes, it's going to come back to them.
Yes. So, and they don't care. Because people that have a license will be afraid that they will lose
their license. Yes.
So they cannot go and harass anybody, or they will be afraid they will have to settle in court. All they are afraid, all these ones want to do is they want to just harass people and collect their money. Anyhow. So it means millions of there are Nigerians that work in some of these organizations and they don't even know they are working in the front.
Yes, they don't know. That's it. Some are even well paid, safe. And they'll be like, nothing is going on here, but they are paying them. That's their own. You were talking as if you didn't know CRE was the front as well.
Yeah. No, but it was the front for government stuff now. So
not like local.
Yeah, it's not like, so their own is more like whenever they come to do audits and everything, they just have to cook their book well enough. They don't really need to start bribing and settling.
Yeah. They did like, they had structure.
For instance, now, real estate own is like this. If you want to start it, you just go and buy land with cash. But then you start developing the property with cash.
Okay.
Everything
so you people that they give you cash, are you not going to pay tax from the cash?
We don't. They will not give us that kind of. So it is. So look at it, I'm just thinking there are certain cash limits. There are certain transfer limits that you can do. But see a smart way you can do it. But you can come and you say this cooperative or this small company that you own wants to buy something, but they are going to be paying in cash. But see where you start from. You will buy small lands. you can buy 2.5. All these 2.5
million.
Then you times 4. That's like 10, I mean. You buy, you say it's for 4 of your members or for 4 lands, but it is owned by the company, right? Then the company will now hold that land for maybe a year, 2 years, and sell it. By the time you are selling it, you have laundered that money already into clean money that will now be in the company's accounts that you can now start using to do a lot of real estate
deals,
ventures. So all you just need to do, hey. But even us that you are buying from, we will have to declare the tax. We will have to say this company. Because even when we are buying something from us, you have to do KYC with us. And part of your KYC, you will bring your SCOMO. You bring your SCOMO and you bring certain things.
What's SCOMO?
Is a certificate like that you get from EFCC, telling you that you can do business and all those things as an entity. But do you know the weird thing? There are certain transaction level that they will not send. So
until it becomes a problem before it's huge too.
So if you can do multiple of these transactions over a long period of time, you can go by undetected. But me and you know that there is no illicit money that is chicken change.
Yes, for you to go through that stress, to want to go and wash and do all those things.
It's always huge money. So how about you buy the land from the person that already owns the land? Do you understand?
Okay, like not you people, but somebody that already bought from you people.
Somebody that already bought.
Okay.
The person has collected their documents. So you buy from that person and you can buy plenty. Do you understand? In fact, you can do it in such a way that this is a very smart way to do it. You can do it in such a way that you will buy from that person, right? And you tell the real estate company, they can be telling you, maybe they will not share that information, but you approach every other person
that has bought from them
in that estate.
They will suspect.
And buy, they will suspect, I mean.
Yes, they will suspect, because how do you now know everybody and is in the same place? People are not dumb now. Even if you meet them individually.
So you say you keep on buying, but as you buy, you start developing immediately.
That's another way to pin you down.
No,
you're buying land immediately and you're developing immediately. As how?
You have money now, you are prepared.
So how did you now get the money? You will draw attention for investigation.
No.
How would you buy land immediately? You're already developing it.
No.
You buy, you develop.
You don't understand. You can just come. You can, once you buy, you go and put block, you go and put sand. Before you know it, in 2-3 months time, they started developing. Do you get? You've gotten your building plan, and you say you are trying to build the house for. Well, guess what? You won't complete the house.
Okay.
You will sell it at carcass or shell level.
Okay.
So while you are at maybe superstructure, you have done upstairs and downstairs finish. You sell it. Now that money is now legit.
Okay.
Do you get?
Yes.
Because we are just thinking about it, but I think there are so many ways.
People are smart. If they really want to do this thing, they will just go ahead and just do it.
There are so many ways. See, all these ways, but it's so that your money will not enter bank account. Do you understand? So, for instance, now, if you want to pay laborers, you know how one side starts. One woman will come and open shop
near the place.
Another woman will come and start doing POS.
Yeah, another will be selling food.
All you will just do is you will tell the POS woman, don't the cash that you want to carry every day.
And go to the bank. I will transfer it to you.
No, not transfer. I will give you cash every day that you used to pay my workers. Do you understand?
Okay, so how?
So your POS person is now like a bank for your workers. You are paying your workers 5k every day. You have about 20 workers on site. Abi? You will just carry 100k and give her, the POS person. Okay, sorry, plus charges. So for 20 people, that is 100 naira. So that's like 102,000 or so. So you send all the money to her. She should hold it. Then at the end of the day, the foreman who is in charge of
paying
them, his own is now to call your name. He will just collect cash from her, give this person. Collect the cash from her, give this person. If you want it sent to your account, the money has become legal automatically.
Okay.
So by the time they send it to another person's account, the person you've paid the person. Sure, you get. So you have transferred the burden and the risk
to that person,
to the POS person.
POS person, yes. That's what I'm saying now. The person will be at risk.
You'll be giving
it's because of the charges now. Them, they will not really mind though. Yes, those people.
But the problem is most illicit funds are not in cash. There's always a controlled amount of cash in our society for some time now. That's why you notice 100 naira is not printed too much.
Yes.
Even 50 naira, 20 naira, 10 naira now, nobody uses it anymore.
Yeah.
So before you see it,
this is the final look. If you follow this tutorial step by step, you should get something like this. So the next thing you want to do now is to take it out on the sun to dry for about 3 days, and I can assure you that this course is going to last you for more than 3 weeks, even close to a month if you maintain it properly. Okay, all right, I'll see you guys in my next stream. Do well to subscribe to my channel, like this video, make sure to like this video. Okay, and I'm going to be making a wig from scratch. I'm going to be making a wig from scratch tomorrow. In case you want to learn how to make a wig at home, do well to sub. Okay.
Anyways, many hours is a wig from scratch?
A wig from scratch, it takes about 3 hours.
So from 6
if I'm
to
teaching,
9.
But if I'm not teaching, it takes me less than just 1 hour, 1.5 hours. But if I'm teaching, I have to be detailed and all that. So hence the reason why it takes a lot of time.
Your life now.
No. Let me just clean up. Let me just buy more time. I still have people viewing. I have about 11 of them. So let me.
11
people. Let's clear up this place. Now they're supposed to help me. You will sit down. You will now decide to sit down. Madam, see how everywhere is scattered. If it's only that corner that will be dirty. Don't call your dad anything. You not support your dad.
You don't support rubbish.
Now you go on, Baba. Chilekina. Did you see where you threw this? Carry this speaking with Chilekina. And I will find one when I want you to. I was looking for it.
The thing is that because they've made most money paper trail, most money digital.
Yes.
There's always a paper trail.
When you say paper trail, what do you
There's always a transfer receipt. There's somewhere. It must come from somewhere.
The money itself.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I get what you're saying now. So if you have this kind of money, how did you get it?
If you steal somebody's money, the money will disappear and appear somewhere. So it will show transaction receipt or transaction ID. Yeah. And they will use that transaction ID to track it
down
to another part to see who was the person that received the money. That's why some people, at the time, they wanted to ban a lot of POS because these bandits were using POS
to collect
ransom.
Remember. Remember the time. Give me that thing, Gigi.
So do you know where the money is now? if somebody wants to make money with this idea, no.
What do they know?
It's not to make money from the illicit people. To make money from catching the illicit people.
Because if you go give your own cut now.
No, it's not.
Or how?
Getting your own cut. They can decide to kill you now. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Somebody that has zeroed their mind to make
illegal money.
It's by creating systems that will monitor and flag automatically without you.
Just like AI.
Yes. So there can be a central monitoring system for
this country will set up that.
There
start
is.
From the leaders.
There is.
So you see how they are doing now. You see how they are doing now.
It's just whether they are paying attention.
You see their behavior now.
So, for instance, now, you can have like a full. So there should be a database that manages every transaction, maybe like NIBS. All interbank exchange goes through there, right?
Okay, yeah.
Now, as all these things are going through, there should be a program or an AI. What is it doing? It's looking for inconsistencies. It's not saying this person is fraud or this person is not a fraud. It's looking for inconsistencies.
Just like what YouTube is doing now.
For instance, now your account, we know your account to you receive around 300 to 600,000 every month. Somebody dash you money, it is between that range.
Yes.
Right?
Max.
Max.
Yes.
All of a sudden, you receive 1 million.
You just see freeze.
No, it's not freeze. It can't freeze it. No, it can't freeze it now. Somebody can dash you 1 million.
Okay, I'm just saying if you exceed the amount now.
If it's not exceed the amount, it is based on your earning and spending pattern.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Now, if you exceed that based on earning and spending pattern.
So, like now, in your earning and spending pattern, your earning pattern, you earn around 600. Your spending pattern, you spend around 200, 400. So you save some. So all of a sudden, your earning pattern just shoots up. It will just flag for review.
But would you still be able to access that?
No, it's not. It is not doing anything to your account. It cannot stop your account. It's just telling the investigators that
something is going on here.
Something is going on here.
Yes.
So once it shows them yellow, it will mark it in yellow.
Okay.
Then the next month again, you start earning 1 million. Another month again, you earn 1 million. It will now assume that now this is now your new income. So it will de-escalate it. So it will give it 3 months for you to be earning that same amount.
Okay, consistently.
Yes. So if there's a sudden spike, you understand? It will now
flag it again.
It will flag it again. It's possible to do this thing.
So how many people do you think their accounts will be like that? And how long do you think they'll have time to investigate that?
There will be a lot of accounts. That's why it is the AI's job. Because one human being can maybe go over maybe 50 accounts in 1 hour.
Can that thing
that
be
AI
tampered
can be
with?
doing 500. No.
People can actually tamper with it.
No. The code, the way it will be written, the place that is monitoring, the code cannot be tempered from there. It can only be executed there. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So it cannot ignore anybody. It is just them that will choose who they will pursue or who they will not pursue.
So how do you think they know the people that they are pursuing now?
It is reporting now. If you don't report, so for instance, if you come and deposit money in my bank, I have to report to EFCC everything. Not that I'm saying this person stole, this person did not steal. No, I have to give them like
normal now.
Yes. Then even if I did not report, do you know there is a card? They will send a spy to be working in our bank with us. Yes, there's always a spy. That's they call it intelligence officer. So an intelligence officer will be working in the same space with you.
Okay.
That's how EFCC will storm your bank all of a sudden, and they know about the transaction that you did not tell them about.
Okay.
Because the intelligence officer has said, so this thing happened, but it was not reported. Do you get?
Yeah.
So now, EFCC can also, somebody can also give them a petition and say, please investigate this person. They have been doing suspicious activity. But in all honesty, they can't monitor everybody's account.
That's what I was telling you now.
No, I'm saying what the AI will now do, it will now take it even further. It will just be looking for matching consistencies and inconsistencies. For instance, if everybody over 300 or 500 accounts are sending money to one account, and it's not a once in a while thing, maybe that you think
it's something that happens
maybe the person is selling a course, maybe a party is happening, yes, or something.
Yes.
Do you get? And that same account is also paying all of those people. Now you know that layering is called layering. Layering is happening. Do you understand? So the person must have given these people cash
to send to him.
To send back to him. Do you understand?
People will find their way around this thing, baby.
No,
talk like
you will not know that it exists.
Okay, if you put it that way.
You won't know that it exists. You can't bypass what you know.
This one when I manage so.
You can't rise above what you don't know.
That is true, sure.
They will just tell you we have information.
You'll be wondering where the thing came from.
You will not be the one to snitch yourself. You'll be like, it must be this person that told you. Do you understand?
Yeah. And they will not tell us another person. You know how this people
yes, give us another
person,
name.
We'll release you.
We'll release you. Do you understand?
These people, they're very smart.
No, but I'm not sure it's existing yet. But I know there's AI software that can read bank statements, but you have to feed it the bank statement. Do you understand?
You have to program it.
What I'm saying is that this thing is going to be reading people's transactions in real time as it's happening.
Bang, bang, bang.
So if you send money to yourself, it will recognize this is the same name on this account. So there is nothing to flag here. Do you understand? It will be expensive.
So, but you have access to all your accounts.
If
the country wants
all
to,
the accounts,
if your country
the banking system
wants to make it happen, they will make it happen. That's what is it. Because them, they are thieves, so they will not really invest in that area.
What if you sell it as something else?
You sell it as something else?
Yes.
How you sell it? Will you be able to sell it as something else?
What if you sell it as something else? See, the best way to package something, certain type of solutions, right?
To create problem. No,
it's to
give that to me.
There is also that one I've taught you well. Thank God you know. You create the demand for your product. Imagine you go and hack central bank, move a lot of money, and you say this will not have happened if you did. This is why you need us. Then they'll be able to put one and two together now. I'm saying you create it, like this is a tool that
it's for another thing, not that thing that you're saying.
It will just improve the speed of transfers.
So you don't know what has come to kill
customer service complaint. It will cut down transfer time. So all this one that OPay, Money Points, they tell you that their transfer time is their bank network is 98%.
Yeah.
And traditional banks are like 60-something%.
Yeah, OPay and Money Points.
Everybody will now be on 100%. That's what it's going to do. It will take it even further, right? As soon as money is sent, you will receive it.
Why are you screaming?
As soon as money is sent, you will receive it immediately. You get. So now let me tell you how OPay can send you money very fast. Yeah? OPay does not wait for the money to drop.
They just send it.
What they do is that they receive a notice that money is coming. Right?
Okay.
As they receive that notice, if it is within what they can remove from their deposits, they have a deposit of cash. They will pay you from the deposit and collect.
Then when that one comes,
they will collect
just
their money.
collect it. Huh.
Do you get?
Yeah.
Rarely do they have issues with it. It's like Aboki that to buy something, we tell you go. Well, I will see the transfer when I see the transfer.
Ah, remind me that 1,000. This is the reverse. I go give that guy.
Why are you screaming? You scream when you are happy. You scream when you are angry. You scream when you are sad. I don't understand you.
Number one.
They scream. If you go somebody else now, so you go scream. They will come and say, no, that's how she is.
But you ever see you talk for where you go first house?
No,
you don't they talk now. You go just stay. Move out of the road now.
Do you understand?
And this person phone to the other. You hear?
Why you keep that?
I'm almost in the head from here.
As you know it ahead, now you can't keep that.
You could enter my phone. If you enter my phone, you won't move yourself.
Go and meet her. You are even on stream. Abana, off the stream now. Madam, it don't go now. Off the stream. We don't try today. Come.
Baby, I'm at 15. Are you serious? Did you eat this with banana?
Yes. Hey, remove your shirts.
Ah, sorry, I don't like it here. I don't want to come with you. Sorry. Yeah? No, I remember I'll take the oats for you for money.
Come. Gigi, come. Come. Yes. Hi. Come.
Alright guys, see you guys on my next stream. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. Okay guys, bye bye.